Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Well. Packers versus Bears in the NFL playoffs.
Man, we got a squad.
The last thing they want to see is us coming down to Soldiers Field.
I've been arguing with Mark Pauscher, who keeps telling me, we've got a better roster than you. No, you don't.
For the first time in a long time. This is going to be a real rivalry.
I feel extremely good about the performance they're going to put on the field on Saturday.
Don't tell me the Packers are good.
I don't know if anybody's good. That's the thing. Door's wide open because nobody's actually good.
Bears ball, they've recovered an onside kick. The fourth quarter magic is somehow continuing here in Chicago.
To be quite frank with you, I kind of enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
Don't you ever speak about Matt LaFleur like that.
My viewpoint of the Bears is you better beat the Packers because of the call-up.
You know what the rivalry is all about. You got the two top teams in the NFC North going against each other. It's a great rivalry.
I don't think there's a switch to be flipped. I think it's just work.
Now is our time to reset and reestablish our identity as a defense.
They need to handle their business.
And it's blocked! Oh my goodness, the Packers block it, and they're going to win! Going deep, searching for DJ Moore, over the shoulder, catch, touchdown Bears!
Brilliant. Looking, throwing, it is intercepted! Keyshawn Nixon and the Packers will win it!
They were just moving the ball up and down the field against that Bears defense.
What defense?
I don't care you played better for most of the game. You know what you did? You lost.
You don't want to give Chicago extra possessions in the playoffs on the road.
You can't let the little brother beat you.
I think they would rather play almost anybody else but us.
The past 2 years, we've kind of been stacking this thing and kept getting better and better. This should be a great win.
We are not going to be done.
So I will see you guys next week.
It is a great day to be alive on this Friday. Kyle Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Alongside me, repping his Packers gear, is Kyle Wallace. Quickly, Kyle?
Boy, I'll tell you this right now. What a great job by Jesse. But at the end here, and Jeff Halfley is I will see you guys next week. Let's go! Excited, baby.
Reliving his glory days, wearing some Jaguars gear. Super Bowl 50 runner-up with the Panthers. Wisconsin Badger, longtime NFL punter, Bradley Nortman.
All week, we've been talking. This is the first day where I woke up where I can feel it. I can feel the playoff atmosphere creeping up. I can't wait for tomorrow night. And for tomorrow afternoon and Sunday afternoon.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. And if you want to talk your bleep, it's open for you. If you want to talk your stuff, 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. We're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And of course, you can download, listen live anywhere, listen back. Everything is there on the ESPN Wisconsin app. It can be right there in the palm of your hand. We are getting closer and closer and closer. By the end of our show, we'll be about 26 hours away from the 7 p.m. kick, the rubber match in the playoffs, Packers, Bears. We've talked about this matchup and the Packers and Bears for about 3 weeks out of the last 7 weeks. And it's a big one. The wait, as I've said, continues to get bigger and bigger as this game gets closer. But it is Friday. So we have to. And I have made fun of this as in the regular season, everyone says it's a must-win game. Well, we've reached must-win game territory here for Name the Game.
Is it a must-win?
This is their moment, and I think they have to get it done.
A season definer?
I step up, I elevate other people's games.
A legacy game that will be talked about for decades?
That's the thing I think that's going to carry them as far as they're going to go.
Or just week whatever? This is Name the Game on KBN.
It's not week whatever. We know it is a wild card matchup, but we'll start with Brad Nortman. We'll go to Kyle Wallace. We'll go to me, and we'll see if Stro has any. Let's name the game, and you can name the game as well at 800-990-3776.
Let's go ahead and name the game, boys. So as usual, 3 options. Going to end with my one that I'm going to land on for this game. The first one that I have, the Welcome to January game. The Bears have been a long time since they've played in January, in the playoffs, that is. They're acting like they haven't been there before. Packers, calm, cool, and collected. It's just like, hey, Bears, it's been a while. Welcome to January.
Too Bears-centric.
That's number 1.
Don't like it.
Number 2, the whole damn game. The whole thing was, hold on.
I get it, 60 minutes.
The whole thing with game number 2 was, 58 minutes of winning, but you got to play 60-minute games. That's all the Bears fans said, right? Oh, it's too bad games are played for 60 minutes. You want 60 minutes? We'll give you 60 minutes. The whole damn game.
That would have been a good name.
And finally,
you want 60 minutes? We'll give you 60 minutes game.
We'll give you all our 60. This is what I'm going to go with. The costume day is over game. That's right. Take those cheese graters. You look like a bunch of fools. Costume day is over. Fun out the window. It's all business on Saturday night. Costume day is over game.
Good. I don't know if any. Kyle, what do you got?
I hate the cheese grater so much. I had to do something with that. It's the best I could come up with.
Yeah, first one I got is the welcome back game, because it's welcome back for the Green Bay Packers to the playoffs, but welcome back being healthy again for the Packers, and welcome back Jordan Love. So Jordan Love is going to do his thing on Saturday night. That's the first one. The next one is this. The real king of the North. This game will determine who the real king of the North is, because yes. Did the Bears win the NFC North title during the regular season? Yes, they did. But it means nothing. It is all for naught if they do not beat the Green Bay Packers. This is the ultimate grudge match between these two evenly matched teams. Guys are getting their pieces back, and the winner of this game will be the true winner of the NFC North, especially heading into next season. This will be the top team to beat in the NFC North based off who wins the game. So this will be the real king of the NFC North game. And the one I'm going to go with, I told you so game. This is going to be I told you so, because I'm going to tell you this right now. I told y'all when the Packers got healthy, they were going to be a formidable opponent and they were going to take care of business. I told y'all when Jordan Love got ready and he got healthy, he was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and he's going to prove it to them on Saturday. I told y'all that Matt LaFleur is an experienced coach and is a coach that we should not get rid of, and it's going to show y'all on Saturday how great he is. I told y'all that playing with fire eventually gets you burnt. And Bradley Nortman, have the Bears been playing with fire
all year long? And
they ass finna get burnt on Saturday, because that damn fire is going to get their ass on Saturday. I told y'all that the Green Bay Packers were the better overall team, and so this will be the I told you so game, because come Saturday night, that's what everybody in Packers Nation is going to be saying. We're going to be celebrating and kicking our feet up, looking forward to Seattle saying, we tried to tell y'all was fraudulent, y'all wasn't real, and the Green Bay Packers is going to be moving on to Seattle come Saturday night.
Erica, the Bears fan in the YouTube chat, is saying, this is hilarious. It won't be hilarious when it comes true. As this is Kyle, Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. We're naming the game as we always do before any game. Brad, what was yours final submission?
The whole damn game.
The whole?
Well, that was my second one. Costume day is over is what I'm going with.
Okay, that's what I want.
Costume day is over.
Can we go with like a costumes are done game? Or
dress
like
up,
the cheese grater game.
Dress up day is over. Playtime.
I got my stand.
Playtime is over. That's what it should have been. Playtime is over. Playtime is over.
I'm gonna stick with costume day.
Say it. It's a little word.
Costume
day is over. It's kind of like it's because they are acting childish, and that's what you do in like elementary school.
Well,
you go,
dress up day.
I just needed the final submissions for them.
Costume day is over.
I mean, can we admit that's a bad phrasing?
But it's his.
I'm trying to help the boy out.
I know, but he's sticking by it, so there's nothing we can do.
This play date is over.
You can have that one as part of yours, just not going with it.
You don't wear costumes to play dates.
What?
Not really.
You
no.
do?
Kyle doesn't.
Kyle literally see kids dress up.
That's fine, but Playdate is like you get together so they can play. They don't
you go over someone's house and you play basketball.
The Halloween game, they've been dressed up as contenders.
Just let them stick with the costume day is over game.
No,
All right.
Halloween is over.
I'm trying to help Brad out.
I'm going to bring one back. I'm going to bring one back for my name the game here, specifically for one person. Win or your ass is grass game.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Ghost of 2010 game. The Great Expectations game. GRATE.
Greater.
Oh, wow. Look at you being creative.
Benson's bag.
Grate them or get graded.
Oh,
that is my final submission.
Wow. Grate them or get graded.
Wow.
I like that.
GRATE.
Wow.
Very against him, Ben.
Very punny today.
Yes,
a lot of puns. Listen, I don't know why y'all full of puns. Ain't no damn games happening. It's a serious matter tomorrow.
I'm Team Kyle here. Can I give my submission?
Yeah, go right ahead, Stro.
Please.
It's a must-win game.
Hey!
That's a great fourth option on the poll.
That is a good one. That's really good.
That will be the winner.
If there's ever a time to use it, now's the time.
Grate them or get graded game. I told you so game. Costume day is over game and a must-win game. That is on Twitter at KBN ESPN. And I am fascinated by this. I opened up the show for Name the Game, and I have 3 Bears fans that want to chime in.
Come on, bring that ass.
Love that.
Bring that ass, Bears fans. I want to hear from y'all. I want to know why y'all believe that y'all have a chance on Saturday.
Let them name it. Let them name it.
I want to hear it. Let me know why y'all confident.
All right. Let's go to Josh Kenosha on the Carbless Talking text line. Name that game, Joshy.
This is the send your ass to Cancun game.
Oh.
Who's sending whose ass, though?
No, why y'all confident? All right.
Okay.
All right. Honestly, either one. But as a Bears fan, he wasn't like, "We're gonna send your ass to Cancun game."
I was waiting about Josh.
Love my guy Randy in a dump truck though, even though he's a Bears fan, and I'm fascinated with our guy Randy on the Carbless Talking text line.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
What up, Randy?
Hey, Randy.
You know, hey guys, I think it only took the Bears 2 minutes to beat the Packers last game, wasn't it? Something like that, 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
What can I say? The Bears don't have to play a 60-minute game. 2 minutes to beat the Packers. That's all it takes.
All right. Well, although I agree it was very strange, we will be kind of doing what Randy said later in the show. We ran 200,000. How'd you say it, Stro?
200,000 simulations
of the Monte Carlos of the Packers Bears.
Is that the one thing he does that we all wish we could? 200,000.
We all could do it. It's just the way he does it.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Crying all the time.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Crying all the time.
Do.
You ain't never gonna ain't no friend of mine. Yeah.
That's pretty good. I wish I could do that.
Now we have the Bears ain't beating us twice a year game. Like, for all those losers that count the January game in 2025, they did. Time for Cap to pay up game. Well,
hey, the offer is on the table, Cap. We even got the director of content for Good Karma Brands in, and I said, listen, if he jumps into Lake Michigan, the deal's on.
Because he owed
Is there a time limit on that jump?
He's supposed to be jumping in now.
No,
so it has to be done before the game?
I would appreciate that, but hell, if he wants to wait till after, but you know how Cap is.
No more Mr. Nice Guy game for Matt LaFleur from Tim, the true king of the North game, Mike in the 608.
I like that, Mike. But really quickly, the no more Mr. Nice Guy. I have this inkling and feeling that Matt LaFleur's mentality in this game on Saturday is going to mirror more what we saw against the Detroit Lions, where he was a little bit of a gambler and betted a lot of confidence in the guys. We all can't believe he went for it on 4th down from like his own 50 in that game to put it away. And so I think that is the mentality that we're going to see. We're going to see the Packers let it rip, Jordan Love let it rip, Matt LaFleur let it rip. I think they're going to absolutely, dare I say, putting belt to your ass.
We have Bill in the 262. Get ready for hibernation game.
Ooh, that's good. That's really good.
Nap time.
Night.
Night time.
Nap time. It's time Steph Curry's night.
Night. Put in the bed.
Ricardo in Canada. Oh, Canada. You're on the Carbos Talking text line.
Boys, one more day until the Pack reigns supreme once again. This is the Jordan Love MVP Elite launch campaign. Just like 2010, Rodgers led us to the Super Bowl. This year starts with the Bears, then the Seahawks, then the Eagles, and then Super Bowl, baby. This is the year, and then he's finally gonna bring us to the catapult. We're gonna be the precipice. He's gonna be the MVP for 2026, starting tomorrow. Let's get it, boys.
Let's go.
That's Ricardo in Canada.
And he's gonna go
north
to
of the border.
That is Name the Game here on Kyle, Brust Nortman. If you have any more submissions, then you can fire them in at 800-990-3776. One ESPN analyst thinks the Packers will win handily. Well, we'll hear from him and tell you why the confidence across KBN Nation is there. You'll hear from us. We'll hear from you next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Let them know the dread-headed brother loves the Green Bay Packers. When you see me, Goody, let me in the box.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. It's no secret the NFL's oldest rivalry delivered this season. But on Saturday night, it's do or die. And the green and gold are coming for it all.
Love has time. Floats one. Watson down. Touchdown, Packers.
Get all your Packers Wildcard coverage with Green Bay Game Day at 4 and Green Bay Game Night immediately after the game on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking to escape the cold or take a midday break? Get your game on at Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, where it's always golf season. Play more than 2,000 courses, including over 50 right here in Wisconsin. And even that famous course where they hand out green jackets. Top tech simulators, great food, and the best Bloody Marys around. This is your year-round slice of summer. Bays start at just $35 an hour, Monday through Friday. Book your bay today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
The time has almost come. The wait is almost over. It's do or die time in the wildcard round of the NFL playoffs. The 7th-seeded Packers head to Soldier Field in Chicago to take on the 2nd-seeded rival Bears. These two teams split the regular season series, and it all comes down to this with extra stakes. Win or go home. The good news is for the Packers, they're as healthy as they can be at this time of the year. Jordan Love hasn't seen the football field in 2.5 weeks. Josh Jacobs didn't play last week, and they're gearing up for their biggest game of the season. The Packers 1.5-point favorites. Packers-Bears tomorrow night.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Do you want your car to shine like a diamond? Then you need Z-Gloss from Z-Bart. Z-Gloss gives you a mirror finish and protects your paint from everything Mother Nature can throw at it with a 10-year guarantee. Visit zbart.com for more information.
Hey, Wisconsin, it's football season, and that means it's time to break out the Bandito. With El Bandito Yankee, the official tequila of game day. 100% Blue Weber agave, all natural and so smooth it's criminal. Try the award-winning Blanco, Reposado, and Yeho, and the new high-proof Plata 47. Ask for El Bandito Yankee at your favorite bar or restaurant, and buy it today at Woodman's and Festival Foods. And for tailgates, recipes, and more places for purchase, go to elbanditoyankee.com.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
With your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, I'm Will Summers. This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is West Allis Central Jr. and Iowa State recruit Yusuf Gray Jr. Gray led the Division I second-ranked Bulldogs to an impressive 71-44 victory over Lakeside Lutheran at the NY2LA invite at Kettle Moraine High School. He finished with a game-high 21 points, helping West Allis Central pull away after a tight first half. After trailing midway through the opening period, the Bulldogs closed the half on a 12-4 run, then outscored Lakeside 33-17 in the second half to secure the win. Gray knocked down 10 field goals, with 8 of them coming at the rim. A top 150 recruit in the class of 2026, the 6'5" point guard continues to anchor a Bulldogs team that remains unbeaten at 6-0. Congrats to Yusuf Gray Jr., your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, a little chuckle. I love you, Chef Ed, getting angry on the Carbless Talking text line. We are morons. We know that. YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. I love that the phone lines keep going because whether you want to name the game or not, it's open for you to talk your bleep. If you want to talk some stuff, go ahead. Just keep it PG so we don't have to dump you. 800-990-3776 is where you can do that. Now, I think it's been interesting the way the Bears-Packers sort of rivalry has continued to evolve from the Matt LaFleur record against the Bears to the split this year, them winning the division, where it almost feels like the Packers aren't feared. Now, we're going to go into our reasons as to why that might be some benefit right now for the team, especially from a player perspective, Brad. But Dan Orlovsky of ESPN called it a little differently than many are talking about it, right? We see a tight game. The Monte Carlo 200,000 simulations
Nerd man
says that it's going to be a very tight game in the majority of those sims. So we're going to hear from Dan Orlovsky.
No, I do not. I think the Packers win. I think the Packers win handily.
Handily.
I'll ask you, because it's a study of yours. Give me one thing Chicago does well defensively outside
Turn the football over.
Outside of get the ball over.
And it doesn't matter. You can't take it away from them. They take the football over.
Unintended. I think teams give it to them at times, but they don't have anything else. There's nothing else that this defense is good at. And eventually that catches up to you. Like, there's teams that we are watching going into the playoffs that Jacksonville takes the ball away too, but they play good defense, solid defense. Chicago doesn't have that.
Jacksonville can rush, though. That's the difference.
And eventually it catches up to it. Eventually you play a team that there's, like, Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs. Don't give the ball to this team. Chicago, in games when they don't get multiple takeaways, not just one, multiples, 2-6 this year.
That was Dan Orlovsky on NFL. Which one? I mean, that's the Daily Show. That was First Take with Ryan Clark and everybody. You never know. It's a rotating cast of characters. But the point is, he thinks handily. So I turn it to you guys. Like, whoever has the most confidence, go first. And tell me why you're confident.
Yeah,
I was going to say, if you didn't jump in, I was going to be mad.
Yeah, for me, overall, the reason why I'm confident is he kind of alluded to it. The Bears' defense is trash. This is absolutely trash as an overall unit. I understand the takeaways, which you cannot take that away from them, but the takeaways is something that they have. But at the end of the day, their unit as a whole is 29th in total defense. They're 22nd in pass. In pass, they're bad stopping the run as well. The end of the day, the Green Bay Packers offense is that dang good, and the Bears defense is that trash. And I saw exactly what the 49ers were able to do. Now, the Packers and 49ers offense is not exactly the same whatsoever, but they have similar concepts, and we saw what that team was able to do. If I am Matt LaFleur, I am watching that film, and I'm saying I'm taking some of those concepts that I saw there, and I'm going to implement those in an offense that was missing Trent Williams at left tackle and missing George Kittle at tight end.
Maybe that's what he was thinking about on the sideline with his hand on his head in the Minnesota game. He wasn't actually paying attention. He was just thinking about, what was that play I saw from San Francisco against the Bears?
I would hope so. We saw that all a couple weeks ago, and I do believe the Packers have the ability to replicate that in this game. But in addition to that, the Green Bay Packers as a team have controlled the majority of this series. The Green Bay Packers, to be honest, if you're talking about time-wise, The Bears scored literally in sudden death at the end of the game, so technically they didn't lead for any time in this series. The Packers have controlled and dominated this series all throughout. We get our quarterback back. We get our running back healthy again. And remember in that first game against the Chicago Bears, when Josh Jacobs wasn't even fully healthy, he had a big run. He stuck his foot in the ground, he lowered his shoulders, and he picked up a first down. We're going to get a more healthy Josh Jacobs who's going to be able to move the chains for the Green Bay Packers. So overall, when I look at this game, I believe our offense will be the difference in this game because the Bears defense is trash, and I do not believe they will be able to slow down the Packers. We have seen the formula the Packers had the first game in Lambeau Field where they could not stop the Packers offense. They could not stop Jordan Love. He was dazzling. He was amazing. He played spectacular, and there was nothing that they could do to stop him. I believe we will see that type of offense versus what we saw the last time where Malik Willis was just being a game manager, moving the ball with his legs and just moving the chains where they couldn't finish in the red zone. That is why I believe that the Green Bay Packers will win, simply because of the fact that this offense is that dang good and is much better than what we saw the last couple of weeks with a healthy Love and also with a healthy Josh Jacobs and also a trash defense that the Bears do have.
That being said, Kyle's confident. If you're confident, let us know. 800-990-3776 in the Carbos Talking text line. And I guess if you're not, you can let us know too, because we're here to talk through everything before we get to tomorrow. And Alex Strofe gets you ready to go on Green Bay game day. 800-990-3776.
I'm confident as well. I mean, these are the kind of things where it's important not to overthink it, right? Because we ran the 200,000 Monte Carlos. 200,000 simulations, but the
200,000 simulations.
That's a lot of simulations, and that is all taking evidence and stats from a regular season from both the Bears and the Packers. And looking specifically at the Bears, we know who they are. They are not a good defense. Unless they are taking the ball over, they are a completely ineffective defense. And, I mean, Dan said it himself, where they don't get multiple takeaways, they're 2-6. And as I scroll through their schedule, they played a litany of trash quarterbacks. I mean, a litany of trash quarterbacks.
Name some of these trash quarterbacks.
Well, I have to go game by game, but Geno Smith.
Trash.
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler was the quarterback of the Saints at the time.
Not Chuck or
J.J. McCarthy twice.
Trash.
Let's see who else. Shedeur Sanders.
I like him, but
he's trash. I believe they faced Huntley. I don't think they faced Lamar when they played Baltimore.
Trash.
I think Flacco for the Bengals. So over and over that these guys took the ball away. Oh, and Marcus Mariota for the Commanders.
Who?
Marcus Mariota for the Commanders. So you look at it, they played very few quality quarterbacks. And the quarterbacks they did face that were quality, you're talking about Jared Goff twice. You're talking about
Jordan Love for a full game.
They did play Jaden Daniels.
Trash. Well, he was trash this year.
Trash.
Dak Prescott, they got put up points against, and they got ran all over when they played actually decent quarterbacks. That includes Jordan Love. He was in control most of that first game, and even in the second game before he was out, he was starting to put it together. Malik Willis was effective against the Bears. So it's all to say you do not overthink this. You protect the ball. You make it so that you make smart plays. You still are aggressive, but if you do not give the ball away, as Dan Orlovsky said, they're not taking the ball away. It's not like they're getting so much pressure that quarterbacks are making horrible decisions. The teams are giving them the ball away. 6 comeback victories, a litany of one-score games. This team has fraud written all over it with a capital F. And
this team has fraud written all over it with a capital F.
Written all over it, and I expect the Green Bay Packers to expose that fraud on Saturday night.
They're fraudulent and trash, aren't they, Brad?
Fraudulent and trash, Kyle.
I like that. He said it with his chest.
Can you say fraudulent and trash in your 200,000 simulation voice, Strofe?
Fraudulent and trash! I don't know if that was any good. 200,000 fraudulent and trash!
We'll get to your 200,000 simulations later.
200,000 simulations!
I think what is interesting is in that second game, the Packers outrushed the Chicago Bears.
Emmanuel Wilson was the leading rusher in that game, and that is our backup running back.
So what I want to do here is take a look at the pulse of how people believe the Packers will show up. Because although we can point to one game, we can also point to another game. And I know that Tanner Mordecai.
Oh,
Gosh,
wow.
I'm in Badger portaling recently. Monungai and Swift are not Derrick Henry, but it's a top 2 rushing attack in the NFL. We also saw the Ravens. So are you thinking when this game is out and we're watching the defense, are they going to be more like the Ravens run D, or are they going to be like the Bears without Micah run D? Because we have seen both. We saw the Bears game with Micah and without Micah. So I would probably say we look at the second game and we look at the Ravens game. Which defensive unit are we going to see against the run? 800-990-3776. Trash! 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 Next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
Dick Van Dyke, real quick on the cha-cha slide ACL, says she was carried out by all 5 of us. 5 people?
That's a big girl. That's a big girl. Yeah, that's a big girl who did cha-cha.
Stop it, Kyle.
What you mean? 5 of them had to carry. That's a big girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Is it time to buy an engagement ring?
Or a big anniversary diamond?
Kessler's has diamonds that come from diamond mines.
And we also have diamonds that come from plasma chambers.
When you see the size of the diamond you can afford when you look at our high-tech newborn created diamonds,
you're going to be happy, happy, happy.
And with approved credit, our financing plans make anything possible.
Our selection of engagement rings is beyond compare.
And our custom design department can modify any ring in any way you choose.
Anyone who says they can give you a better ring
or a better diamond
or a better price
has never been to Kessler's.
And our miraculous no small print warranty says,
if you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed.
It's just that simple.
And all maintenance is free forever.
No charge.
Yes, it really is that miraculous.
You found a partner you want to share your life with.
When you're ready to celebrate,
we've got a diamond for that.
Find the Kesslers nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Basketball fans, watch DME Academy on the campus of St. John's Northwestern Academy in Delafield this Friday and Saturday. See high-flying Wisconsin recruit LaTravian Fenderson, 7-foot recruit Bull One Rock, and 6'10" Trev Rodemaker. This is elite high school hoops. Youth coaches, bring your teams to see DME Academy basketball. DME plays Friday night at 7 and Saturday at 4 p.m. with free admission on the campus of St. John's Northwestern Academy in Delafield. Be there this Friday and Saturday for DME Academy basketball.
It's a new year, and everyone's talking resolutions. Eat better, move more, give up everything fun. Yeah, Carbless says you don't have to do that part, because when you reach for a Carbless, you're choosing a better for you cocktail. With 0 carbs, 0 sugar, only 100 calories, and full of flavor, you can stay on track with your New Year's resolutions without having to commit to dry January. Start 2026 with balance, not guilt. Your goals matter, and your fun does too. Carbless, your New Year's first good decision.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neal Group. Well, you made it. 2025 is in the books. Or is it? Are your books ready for 2026? Have you been able to plan for 2026 growth? If you feel like you are running your business on a wing and a prayer, let us help you make sense of your numbers and get your business in financial shape to move forward in 2026. Don't be stuck in the past trying to clean up your books. Get a head start on making 2026 your best year yet. Make the new tax laws work for you to put more money in your pocket. Call us now to see what your business can do. The first meeting is free. Call 414-325-2040 now. You earned it. We help you keep it. That's 414-325-2040. Or visit us at nealgroup.net. That's NEAL group.net.
At Big Fish Contracting, we want every home project to be a good story worth sharing. That's why we as a team aim to exceed your expectations. We can improve any aspect of your home. Everything from a complex remodel to the essential roof, gutters, siding, and windows. Integrity, humility, and kindness are why we've grown in southeastern Wisconsin for the last 2 decades. Visit BigFishContracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
A quick update for you as Rob Domofsky joined us yesterday. There were 6 players listed as questionable: Zach Tom, Javon Bullard, Malik Willis, Warren Brinson, Nick Neiman, and Dontavian Wicks. Dontavian Wicks ruled out, so that means no Melton, no Wicks. Matthew Golden is 4th on that list, behind Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, and Jaden Reed. So,
you get an opportunity.
Yeah, no Bo Melton.
Some opportunities, for sure. Will it be to the level we all thought? I think we're past that point of trying to figure out why or why not, but we're going to see what happens together. Now, Dan Orlovsky, who we just heard from, talked about the Bears defense. And I think the way I've been approaching this game is Dan got to the same point we've all been making as the Packers offense against that Bears defense. I think you feel confident about, and part of the conversation of Jordan Love being out and being a rhythm quarterback is for a team that's 29th in total defense, bad against the pass. It's a good team to be able to get some confidence early and complete some throws and get rolling. But I want to turn the attention to the Packers defense because they have lacked a pass rush in meaningful games without Micah. Their run defense has been pretty putrid since Carolina. Overall, they're in the bottom third of the league since Rico Dowdle had that game. Tyrone Tracy, like we could go through all of them. So what run defense do we expect? Because it's like an impossible question because we could look at the data points and you could say in the first matchup against the Bears, there were 0 explosive runs over 10 yards or more. Mm-hmm. And then the second game, the Packers outran the Bears. But then week 17 was like a what in the hell is going on? I don't care if it's Derrick Henry or Walter Payton in his prime. Unacceptable was something on the line where you could have won that game and then played Minnesota to be playing at home at Lambeau Field. So who the hell do you expect from this defense to show up and actually make an impact to stop the two-headed monster that the Bears do a good job with?
I've been thinking about this for a while now, and that memory of Derrick Henry running the football is so visceral, it's so top of mind. It's still pretty recent, right? The more I think about it, the more I think about the fact that I need to widen my lens a little bit. It's easy to get fixated on that Week 17 matchup, but you got to widen the lens a little bit. So what do? I go to what the sample size is of the rest of the year. Now, I tried to look at what were the good running backs, good to great running backs that the Packers faced throughout the year. And I put them in one of 2 categories, either just yes or no. Did they contain them or did they not contain them? I have Gibbs and Montgomery 2 times contained. That's a yes.
Yeah, very much so.
Saquon Barkley contained. Yes. 2 times Monangai and Swift contained. The 2 times I feel like they face quality running backs that they want to establish the running game, Rico Dowdle for the Carolina Panthers and Derrick Henry for the Baltimore Ravens. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times where they said, you know what, let's man up and stop the run, and they did that, to 2 times where they didn't. So even though the most recent one in our memory is Baltimore, 5 times they did it.
There's a variable in there.
No Micah Parsons is what you're thinking about. Micah Parsons is good against the run. They're not. He's better than people give him credit for, at least against the pass. But he's not the reason why they decided we're going to man up and stop the run. It's a full effort. It's a full team effort. People stop the run like that. And I think that the other thing that I've noticed too, those games against the Lions, those games against the Bears, the game against Philly, what do those games have in common? Marquee primetime matchups. The one against Rico Dowdle and the Carolina Panthers, it was a sleepy noon game. You talk about
does that play a difference in the psyche of guys?
I think it does. It's easier to get up for big games than it is for the ones that you just show up at noon on a random day in November. Now, the one thing you could say is Baltimore. How do you explain Baltimore? How do you explain Baltimore? Because that's Saturday night. That's prime time. That's the weekend after Christmas. To me, this is on Jeff Hafley and this is on Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
The guys felt like they were resigned to the wild card. That's just what I felt like. They rested all the guys next week. It felt like the team was resigned to the wild card that we were going to accept. We're not going to win the NFC North, so let's not do anything crazy here to get hurt or put our best effort forward. And maybe they didn't say that, but sort of deep down subconsciously, it's easy to feel that way, especially when the freight train that is Derrick Henry is running your direction.
Choo-choo.
So to me, every time this team has been in a big moment, marquee matchup, where it really matters, they stepped up and delivered, so I expect them to do that on Saturday night.
I'm right there with you, Brad. I think the defense that you will see on Saturday night will be closer to the team that we saw against the Chicago Bears in not one, but two games. In those games against the Chicago Bears, they allowed 22 points and they allowed 21 points. I think that's a solid defense. In those games against the Chicago Bears, they allowed a total whopping 3 points in the first half total in both those two games combined. If you look at
look at the second half struggles of the defense.
Well, the second half struggle of the defense again. The second game, in the first game,
I'm talking about overall.
No.
Cincinnati coming back. Obviously, the Broncos. You lost Micah, but there has been some moments in the second half where you're like, huh.
There has been some moments.
Even like we talked about how Sean Payton. Kind of smelled blood in the water with their hands on their hips.
Yeah, altitude to get you. But at the end of the day, I do think it's clear that Jeff Hafley, he knows exactly how to slow down the offensive scheme and slow down this Bears offense that is led by Ben Johnson. I feel like this team has found success multiple times, and even in game 2, they did a much better job of containing Caleb Williams and not letting him roll out of the pocket. They did much better with that. So when I think about this, and you compound that with Brad, tell me this. 2 weeks off for a player, what will that do in the season for him?
You feel good.
You feel good.
You feel good.
Your body feels fresh.
You know what we haven't mentioned, and I've been meaning to ask Brad about it?
Short week.
Their bye was so early this year.
Who, the Bears?
The Packers?
The Packers.
Yeah, it was really early. Really
we
early
haven't
bye.
talked about how the rest could come into play, because if you have an early bye, you're just grinding.
You're grinding. You never get a rest. You never get a reprieve. Even Josh Jacobs says this is the best he's felt in 8 weeks. Think about that. That's 2 months where you're fighting off injury every day. You roll out of bed, you get into practice, and you feel like crap. You feel that pain. You finally feel good. Everything's a little bit easier. Taking and delivering hits is a little bit better. Here's the one other thing I forgot to add with my argument as well. That Baltimore Ravens game. You remember that graphic that they put up, but maybe midway through the second quarter? The Ravens had already ran 26 plays, and the Packers had run 6 plays. It was like 150 yards to like 20 yards. It was an early, lopsided time of possession, game control, and what that means is the defense is never coming off the field. So, of course, by the time you get to the second half, you've already felt all the hits and all of that. So, not only this is a defensive mandate, it's an offensive mandate. I love scoring quick, but you got to be able to control the ball, give your defense a break. If you go out there and you take on a long drive and you deliver hits, take hits, deliver hits, take hits, and you have a 2-minute breather and you're back out there, it's hard to ask your team to do over and over. But if you get a 15-minute break in real time, you can man up and feel like, okay, I'm ready to go back out there again.
And I think folks need to understand that when the Bears ended up scoring that 11-play drive that went 43 yards and they ended up kicking a field goal, the Green Bay Packers defense grinded on that drive. That was a drive that the Packers were up 16-9, and then they got the onside kick, and we all know what happened after that. But the Green Bay Packers grinded. Absolutely grinded. Even after the 15-yard penalty that was a gut punch on 3rd and 20, I believe. On 3rd and 20, where we got that face mask penalty, the defense had to recalibrate and still were able to force the Bears to kick a field goal. I'm telling you, the defense has been extremely impressive, and now they're going to be refreshed, and I know that's going to do a body good. So I believe the defense we will see on Saturday will be the same defense we saw in the first 2 games against the Bears. This game will come down to whether or not Jeff Hafley can get his boys up and ready to go to be stout on Saturday. If the defense shows up, Dan Orlovsky is right. It's going to be a rout.
Yeah, and showing up isn't going to be what we expected the defense to be in the start of the year and the middle of the year, but it also is the same conversation we had of Micah Parsons wasn't on this team until very late in the offseason, right before the season. And obviously when you get an all-pro, you're going to switch some things schematically to make sure he can thrive. but he did build out a team without Micah Parsons and a strategy. So you can also look back. There are some synergies. Week 17, Week 18 were disasters last year. But against the eventual Super Bowl champs, the Packers played a really good defensive game.
They did.
So that gives me a little bit of confidence from no matter what you're feeling from Week 17, I don't care what you take from 18, it's a new game, and you got to trust the coordinator that's been interviewed by head coaches last year and who might be a guy that wants to approach an opportunity this year. Brad, I know what you're going to be doing while you're watching the game.
Oh, there's only one thing I'm doing, and that's grabbing an ice cold carbless. And for me, I'm going to be able to be sitting at the Nortman estate, going to my fridge, opening it up, and have an array of flavors that are all absolutely delicious. Right now, I'm enjoying those margarita flavors. Might be a little chilly outside, but when I take a sip of that margarita, it's the OG, right? It's the one that I had first. I remember it so distinctly. Back in April of 2022, I crack open that margarita, and I thought to myself, well, this carbless is certainly something that's about to be a part of my life. Little did I know how much it would be. So every time I take a sip of that margarita, it is that flavor that I can able to enjoy, not only enjoy, but trust. No guilt because there's no sugar, no carbs, no gluten, just 100 calories and perfect carbonation. I don't just throw around the word perfect, but it's perfect. It's just enough to be able to quench that thirst and enjoy that sipping flavor, but not so much that's going to upset your stomach like so many other options out there. There is a flavor for everyone. To me, I love jumping around to different flavors. I'm loving the margaritas right now, but all the fruit flavors in classic cocktails, it is incredible to enjoy. It makes every game, whether I'm watching, enjoying with friends, or just hanging out at home, elevates it that much more. Carbless, your go-to drink for 2026. Be able to enjoy it and discover why less is more with a Carbless.
On the Carbless Talk and Text line, Cameron chimes in. I think I could sum this one up pretty quick. I want to know what your approach is on how to handle the coin toss. If you win, do you take the ball or defer? You defer. You put Caleb Williams out there in his first playoff start with the ball, and then you take advantage of his lack of experience, score some points, and get up because we know that is the best way for this team to probably from a game flow standpoint so you can control the ball a little bit more, keep your defense off the field, but it all depends on if you get that stop. But the only thing that worries me with that is the Packers haven't taken advantage of that ball to start the second half.
And that's what I think.
Because we all looked at when they scored over the top of the defense to Bo Melton. And we're like, all right, and they get the ball back. 3 and out, Bears long drive, then Packers quick score, defense back out there. But I still think you put the ball in the hands of the Bears and give yourself the second half chance to do whatever it is. Because if you get that stop and you get up, getting the ball at half, I like that best. That's my thoughts for that, Cameron. We'll get to you, KBN Nation, on the Carbless Talk and Text line. We'll continue on as Packers-Bears is right around the corner. It's Kyle, Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. 200,000 simulations.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Caleb Williams sucks.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Nobody should be writing the season off. The idea of being one of the top teams without 2 of your best players is a big reach. But this is a season that you can find ways to do it.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
You think anybody ever feels sorry for the Green Bay Packers? They don't. And they shouldn't. And you shouldn't.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating 3. Yeah, you know the feeling. And there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Catch all the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxe seating, great food, fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered with fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel. Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's 4 walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here, you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
It's time for the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Matrix Basements.
Marquette picked up its first Big East win of the season, edging Xavier 66-65 at Fiserv Forum. The Golden Eagles led for more than 36 minutes, but had to hang on late, getting a huge offensive rebound and dunk from Ben Gold with 48 seconds left to secure the victory. Head coach Shaka Smart proud of his guys for finding a way to win.
Happy for our guys. You know, when you put so much work into a preparation and into a game, you want the guys to feel like their work is warranted, and you know they feel that right now with this win.
Sophomore Royce Parham led 4 MU players in double digits with 14 points and 8 rebounds. Marquette improves to 6-10 overall and is back at Fiserv Forum Saturday afternoon to host Villanova.
This has been the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Matrix Basements. Visit gomarquette.com/matrix to enter to win 4 tickets to National Marquette Day Saturday, February 7th when Marquette hosts Butler.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. 1 call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with you across ESPN Wisconsin. KBN Nation, get involved at 800-990-3776. That's our Carbless Talking text line.
Duval.
Of course, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Madison and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Didn't have Liam Cohen to start the segment in the books.
Setting the tone, baby.
I got to be honest. Here's what happened. Intrusive thought happened. So I looked at Brad. I saw he was wearing his Jaguar shirt, and it just made me think of
Duval.
Sure does.
I just clicked it. I'm sorry to throw you off your flow.
Liam Cohen's a good coach.
Sure is.
He built a really good staff. Not
setting that tone right from that moment. Right when he said
Duval.
Brad, why don't you tell me why you feel like Brian Gutekunst gained some validation and probably has a better opportunity to get an extension, you know, as we get to the end of the season here, and Ed Policy, we've talked about it a million times, doesn't like lame ducks.
Well. When you have job openings around the NFL and you are early in that interview process, like the Miami Dolphins are right now, looking for a new GM, they had the pick of the litter when it came to anyone that they could hire. Nobody else has been able to hire a GM first. But what do you know? The Packers Vice President of Player Personnel, John Eric Sullivan, great 3-name name. John Eric Sullivan, is hired as the new Miami Dolphins GM. Now, VP of Player Personnel, what exactly does he do? He's basically in charge of all the scouts, basically, Goody's right-hand man when it comes to evaluating players, selecting them, and moving them on. Classic next step for a VP of Player Personnel, because you basically play the role of the GM alongside the GM as you build a team. So when the Miami Dolphins could have picked anybody in the NFL, because a lot of other good teams out there, right? There's New England, there's San Francisco, there's a bunch of hot names out there. They go with John Eric Sullivan for the Green Bay Packers. So what does that mean? John Eric Sullivan, JES, as the people in the organization call him. What that tells me is Goody is validated. Goody is validated in his role of the Green Bay Packers GM, how he views it around the league, and what people think of this Green Bay Packer personnel. If you thought the team stunk, if you thought Goody was a bad GM, if you thought their players were pretty poorly, you could look right at John Eric Sullivan as well and say, you didn't do your job either. But the fact that the Miami Dolphins said, of all the candidates out there, we're going to go with the Packers vice president.
What does that say about the Dolphins? Do you think in the interview process they asked him about the first-round picks?
He probably said that's Goody. Goody has the first-round picks.
Everyone loves a guy that deflects.
Yeah. I was in charge.
Throws people under the bus.
2 through 7s.
You should be our GM.
So what it tells me is Goody is well-respected around the league. The players on this team are well-respected around the league. The system by which they evaluate players is well-respected around the league. And the Dolphins had enough confidence in that to stake their organization on this hire. Because you could say what you want about head coaches and whatnot, but GMs are the ones that are picking the groceries, they're picking the players, and that has probably a bigger influence on the team than even the head coach.
Are you the general manager of your household? Do you pick the groceries?
Oh, yeah. It's collaborative. And remember, we have our groceries delivered. So, we
never mind.
Together
never
on
mind.
an app.
It's another example.
Who does the cooking in your house?
I would say that's also collaborative.
Wow.
I'd say Lexi 60-40.
Again, now we're hearing more about how perfect the marriage is, the grocery shopping collaboration.
There's nothing.
They were communicating before the show.
Whoa. Hey, you back off, man. The world needs more love, and they have a beautiful love, and you're going to respect the beautiful love.
There's nothing like grocery shopping, shoulder to shoulder on the couch, on your phone, going through
I
the
love
app
Lexi.
and selecting that. I do love Lexi.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
You guys are disgusting. Makes me want to throw up.
It's crazy that you guys are really shopping for food.
It's like a fairy tale.
It really is.
I'm never getting married because of you.
Don't say that. Brad, I love you.
Feels like a reach.
Yeah, you're so far off, dude. The Green Bay Packers are, well, first and foremost, Goody didn't hire John Eric Sullivan. John Eric Sullivan been around since 2003. So this ain't got nothing to do with Goody. He's part of an infrastructure of the Green Bay Packers organization that you mentioned that has just done a great job of producing a lot of folks that all started with Ron Wolf when he was the general manager, president, whatever he was of the Green Bay, well, not president, but running the Green Bay Packers front office. This is just what it is. When you're an organization like the Dolphins and you're looking for consistency, there are very few organizations like the Packers over the last 30 years that have been a model of consistency. That's why people pluck folks from the Packers. Why? It's because they understand that they came up the right way. Now, just because you don't always win championships doesn't mean you can't build teams. So you've seen the Packers sprinkled in Kansas City. You see them sprinkled in New England. You see them sprinkled in Seattle. You saw them sprinkled before in the Raiders when they were back in Oakland. The Green Bay Packers have a tree of a lot of success from executive going on to do great things. So this is why they hired them. They hired them because the Packers have been winning. The Packers do a good job at drafting. They haven't been excellent, but they've done a good job at evaluating and drafting, and at the end of the day, they are a great overall organization. And so, yes, I wouldn't give any credit to Goody. I would give credit to the fact that the Green Bay Packers over the last 30 years have been a model franchise.
I am kind of closer to Kyle, but I do want to keep the fan voice coming here on the Carbless Talk and Text line as we are getting really close. So we're going to hear from all of you at 800-990-3776. We'll go out to California. Javier, Bears fan.
Oh,
they keep on coming.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Good, how are you, Javier? Keep it clean.
What's up, guys? All right, man. Well, I'll keep it simple. Kyler Gore's coming back, so we'll cover the middle. Ben Johnson's not going to let that stuff happen like the second game where he could have just ran it in for a quick touchdown. We'll put the lead on, and Love is going to choke like he does in the playoffs. He's going to throw an interception. And Kyle, man, do some push-ups, bro. What's up? Like,
send me your picture, and just so you know, Javier, don't let me get a picture of your girl, because if I wasn't taken, I bet you she'd be in my DMs.
Dang!
Oh wow!
Kyle.
Wow! Oh wow! Fighting fire with fire!
And
wow.
Kyle, man, listen, send me your picture, and also send me what your girl look like, and I'll tell you right now whether or not she be in my DMs.
I was not prepared for that.
What you talking about? She'll be grabbing both left and right side of me. What you talking about?
Kyle thinks he's the belle of the ball.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just being honest. honest. Go ahead, Javier. You can send a picture to 800-990-3776.
I have to see it then.
I'm
going to get his text.
Let me see Javier.
Watch, Javier is yoked.
Javier, trust me. Javier. And if he is yoked, then I will retract my statement. I would say on second thought.
I hope he
maybe I would take your chick.
Swole.
So
Actually,
ahead.
I think he just got out of his car to go, check out the Princeton Club maybe that they're having out there. Working out.
Maybe.
Intimidate everyone at the Princeton Club.
But that's funny. A lot of people have been talking about my chest. And listen.
So he struck a nerve.
Well,
He did. It was a lash out.
Yeah, we were not.
I've never
none
seen
of us.
Kyle like that.
Yeah.
To go to his girl?
David Kaplan came on the show and called Kyle a wuss, and he was like, "Yeah, you're right." but Javier calls in and says, "Do some push-ups." He's like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna steal your girl."
Well, this is my whole thing. You got all these fugly, ugly people over here on social media talking about my handsome ass, and I'm like, listen, bro, if your chick saw me, I guarantee you she would love me. Like, bro, come on now.
Hey, look, I started the show by saying talk your stuff.
I can
talk your bleep.
I can talk my talk. I understand. I'm a solid 7. And when your boy dress up, I'm a solid 8.5, 9. Like, I understand that. And Javier might be a 4 or 5. His girl might be a 5. But guess what? 5 loves an 8.5.
Hey, keep the girl out of it.
I'm just saying.
It's between you and Javier.
Yeah, this is you and Javier.
He didn't bring baby girl into this.
Oh, I love baby girl. She a 10.
There we go. Kyle's feeling himself.
Wow.
I don't know what just happened, but we're definitely going to be back in 2 minutes.
800-990-3776, Javier. Come on now. Slide in the DMs. Let's see what you look like.
Can't wait for that text. Back in 2 minutes with Nerdman.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
The time has almost come. The wait is almost over. It's do or die time in the Wildcard round of the NFL playoffs. The 7th-seeded Packers head to Soldier Field in Chicago to take on the 2nd-seeded rival Bears. These two teams split the regular season series, and it all comes down to this with extra stakes: win or go home. The good news is for the Packers, they're as healthy as they can be at this time of the year. Jordan Love hasn't seen the football field in 2.5 weeks. Josh Jacobs didn't play last week, and they're gearing up for their biggest game of the season. The Packers 1.5-point favorites. Packers-Bears tomorrow night.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Concerned about fraud? Tri-City's got your back. Use debit card alerts. Help stop a card hack. You'll get notified when your card's being used so you can prevent your account from abuse. Tri-City National Bank, member FDIC.
It's a new year, and everyone's talking resolutions. Eat better, move more, give up everything fun. Yeah, Carbless says you don't have to do that part, because when you reach for a Carbless, you're choosing a better-for-you cocktail. With 0 carbs, 0 sugar, only 100 calories, and full of flavor, you can stay on track with your New Year's resolutions without having to commit to dry January. Start 2026 with balance, not guilt. Your goals matter, and your fun does too. Carbless, your New Year's first good decision.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Kyle got into an argument with Javier, the Bears fan. And it escalated quickly, where he told Kyle to do some push-ups because of his chest.
And I told him to send what he looked like.
Dude, I guarantee that Javier is yoked because the only kind of person that tells someone to do push-ups is a total meathead. That's Stevie on the cover.
That is accurate. That is accurate.
Yes.
Meathead's got something they can stand on.
The other issue is I don't think our text line gets pictures.
Oh, it does.
It sometimes does. I don't know what format.
Try it, Javier.
I would say it hits at about a 20% clip tops.
Yeah, if Javier can dial the number to call, he sure can just go in there and click message and then send the photo.
Now I need to know how yoked Javier is.
Photos don't load on our text line.
I know. I was just making.
I'm just disappointed.
I know.
I really want to see what he looks like.
Kyle, Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Bradley Nortman, Stro front of the show. Yesterday we did a deep dive. So you know what? Just get us a reset, play the imaging. Let's get everyone caught up, and then we have a question to ask you.
When the data gets dense, when the decimals demand justice, when one man dares to calculate it all, it's Brad Nerdman on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
With his mighty assistant, Strophus. And Strophus ran 200,000 simulations. How many?
200,000.
200,000 simulations. Oh, I'm a little lightheaded now.
I was going to say, I'm a little bit
Yeah, just get to the Nerdman stuff.
Don't tell me what to do.
I forgot Strophus' time.
Strophus.
Wait, Strophus told a lot of people in 2026 to shut their mouth.
You shut your mouth too.
Again,
yeah. That's cool.
Keep
Don't
going.
interrupt Strophus. He's cooking. He's an Avenger. He's a Nerdman Avenger.
Good for him. He's becoming a new man. I like it.
I'll take that as a compliment, actually. I ran 200,000 simulations, and 34% of the simulations, the 200,000 simulations, said, and this is the most common result, in Packers and Bears wild card weekend, that the Packers lead early, but the Bears will have the ball late. This is the game where Green Bay looks like they're in control until they aren't. The second most common, 29% of the 200,000 simulations. Bears fall behind early, then claw back late. If the Bears win, it's probably not clean. It's messy early, then gutsy late. This is when your second-year quarterback has his moment.
So of the 200,000 simulations, 63% of the scenarios have the Packers up late, but the Bears having the ball, one with the Packers winning at 34%, one with the Bears winning at 29%. Ultimately, that gets me to the point where, are you going to be pooping your pants when the Packers defense is out there and they need a stop in the Monte Carlo simulation that we're probably taking too much as the end-all be-all, but we're here now. Packers are on defense. Bears, Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, they have the ball. Jeff Hafley's defense is out there. Are you pooping your pants? 800-990-3776.
If you guys remember from my paternity...
No. You got to answer the question.
I'm going to. But a little preface. If you guys remember during my paternity leave, and the numbers are still the same, 25 diapers a day at the Nortman household between our twin boys and our cool 4-month-old now young Will. Make it 26, Ben, because I will indeed be pooping my pants if that is the case, the situation. Here's why.
Why do you need a diaper, though?
Well, because I want that to be cleaned up. I'm not trying to do that right on our couch. The reality is...
You couldn't come up with a better phrase? Biting your nails, maybe?
No, I like
it's much
pooping
more,
the pants.
Tangible.
You know, he asked our content director, Brian D, can I say pooping pants? I was like, bro, like what?
Got the
Do you
green
not
light.
remember we did an entire show
About
you
me
your
pooping my pants? I get it, yes. All right, keep going.
Anyway, I will be, and you guys should be too. The reason is because we've seen it, right? Each Chicago Bear game where the Packers have played, The Bears went down the field basically at will in these same moments. That's why the 200,000 simulations are actually telling a story that we have already seen the story to, and we've seen the ending. Now, if you remember in game one, the Packers are up 28-21. Jordan Love goes down the field. He kind of gets his marquee moment and goes up 28-21. But the Chicago Bears get the ball back. And let's not forget, they kind of at will went down the field. It was only a bad Caleb Williams pass into Keyshawn Nixon, who still made a pretty good play, but saved Evan Williams because it was a blown coverage. The Bears were that close to either tying it or going up and winning the game. And then, of course, game number 2, they had that miraculous 2 minutes where they went down the field and scored again. So in each game so far, this has been the scenario. And in each game, the Chicago Bears have had success moving the ball. So if it comes down to this, I'm not loving the Packers' chances. The Bears, say what you want about them. And I called them frauds and trash earlier. They're not frauds and trash at the end of the game. They're just really not. When it comes to the end of the game, that's why you have 6 comeback victories. And during the Packers, they had moments where they came back successfully and unsuccessfully, but they give themselves a shot at the end of the game. Even against the San Francisco 49ers, they went down the field and had a chance to win that game as well. So I fully suspect the Packers to win, but if they do so, I want the ball in the offense's hand, not the defense, because if this is the scenario, I think the Bears are going to move it, and it's going to come down to a fingertip, an inch or two, a blown coverage, whatever. I don't love the Packers' chances, and I will not be sitting on my couch calm if this is where that happen.
800-990-3776. And 63% of our 200,000 simulations, the Bears have the ball with a chance to win. Do you trust this defense, or will you be pooping your pants? Casey chimes in on the Carlos Talk text line. Taco Bell, hangover, diarrhea, pooping my pants.
Oh, wow. That is very specific.
That is extreme. And as a Green Bay Packers fan that I love and ride or die with my Packers, I will admit this. I won't be pooping my pants, but I'll be a little nervous. The reason why I'll be a little bit nervous is because one thing the Bears have proven, as Brad alluded to, is that they've been able to come back in games. Even the last 2 weeks where they lost against the 49ers, the last game where they lost against the Lions, they had a chance late. They brought themselves back in those games. The game against the Packers, they were actually able to execute and finish that game off. So, yeah, if the Packers are, on defense and they're driving down, I'll be nervous, but I won't be pooping my pants. There'll just be a lot of anxiety happening.
A lot of stress eating is what I would say for you.
Yeah, I will be going to grab a bag of chips.
Yeah.
It's always
very
chips.
loud, emphatic crunching, I'm sure.
Maybe carrots on Saturday. I'm trying
you won't be grabbing carrots at the end of the game?
No, we're having a whole party on Saturday.
We'll get to that later. Strophy, poopy pants, what are you going to do in that scenario?
I'm not pooping my pants, man. I'm really grossed out by the three of you right now. I'm very
You never done that before?
Poop my pants out of nervousness?
No, just in general.
Well,
As
I've
an
done
adult.
it. I've done it when I've been sick, but that's about it.
When you were sick?
Yeah, well, when you don't know you're sick and your tummy's giving you a little issues and you think it's a fart.
So you have.
So Strophy Poopy Pants will be pooping his pants if the Packers defense is out there.
I'm not sick.
Wait a minute.
I can control.
Kyle, have you ever done this
About
as an
it.
adult?
Last time I did a little, I was sick and I had eaten Mamma Mia's.
What is wrong with you guys?
I was younger.
We've all grown up so much.
I can't wait
here.
until Brad poops his pants and he tells us about
It's
it.
not poop pants, but
sometimes
a fart that you didn't
sometimes
know.
it's involuntary, Brad.
I do, but that's the thing. Either you're.
Do you fart? Real question. We're gonna get back up.
of
Do
course.
you fart in here during the show?
I have before, not often.
Yeah.
Me and Ben fart probably a couple times.
The thing
a week for
is,
sure.
what? Yeah. I'm very my timing of when I is very consistent.
Oh, I listen. I will fart while y'all are talking.
Glad to know he's listening to us.
If you ever see me start focusing,
But you're saying you don't have control of your farts.
what are you talking about, Brad? I can let loose here. What am I gonna do? Hold it for 3 hours?
I'm saying that you've had some extracurricular in your farts, just like Ben and Strofe has had.
Brad, sometimes you think it's a fart, but then something else comes out.
I've never experienced that.
Well, it must be nice to be perfect.
Let's go to Diana McGuanago, 800-990-3776.
Are you guys running out of stuff to talk about? That you guys are talking about pooping in your pants or what?
Diana, are you going to be pooping in your pants if the Packers defense is out there and Caleb Williams has the ball with 6 comeback victories?
I'm not even sure. I don't even know if I'm going to watch the game.
What?
Come on, Dirty D.
I'm not sure. I don't know because I've got they have so many injuries, and now we got. I don't know.
What?
It's going to be a nail biter.
What is this?
Come on now.
It's going to be a nail biter.
Yeah, not pooping your pants, nail biter. Thank you, Diana.
All right, it's going to be a nail biter if the Bears have the ball. The Packers defense is out there. Well, you'll be biting your nails, you're pooping your pants.
If
it's
anybody
like the same
does
thing.
poop their pants tomorrow during the game, please let us know. I'd be curious if anybody does.
I would hope it has nothing to do with the game. I would hope that it has to do with an illness. It's not
you would
worth
hope
it.
that?
It's not worth all that. Listen, I love my Packers, but hell, I mean, pooping yourself because of a result is disgusting.
Zachary and Madison, you're on the Carbless Talking text line.
Yo, what's going on, guys? What's going on, Ben and Brad? Man, honestly, I'm kind of nervous, so I feel like the biggest question here for me, honestly, is just with the QB. I don't know. I wanted to know, what you guys think about the QB right now. How confident are you guys?
Which one?
Jordan Love.
Okay.
Jordan Love.
Well, can I ask you, why aren't you confident in Jordan Love? What is it that you've seen from Jordan Love in the last performances he had that make you be leery of him?
You want me to be honest?
Yes, sir.
Listen, man, I just want to let you know that I actually slept the dog shit out your bro.
Strofe, dump. I couldn't actually dump Madison. I couldn't hear what he said, but it sounded like it went south.
I couldn't hear either, but I'm sure it didn't sound like it was.
So
why did you follow up?
What do you mean? I was asking him a question. Y'all told me he was a Packers fan, didn't you? And so I asked him which quarterback, and so I'm trying to see, well, what is it that you've seen out of performance of Jordan Love recently to make you think that he wouldn't be good? Because at the end of the day, Jordan Love just got hurt against the Bears. He didn't have a poor performance against the Bears. Jordan Love didn't have a poor performance against the Broncos until the offensive line forgot how to block in the second half.
Yeah, I think you probably could have just said, hey, listen here's why you don't have to have any worries, and tell him that.
Well, I was just curious fan engagement.
Yes. Again, I still have no idea what he even said, to be honest.
It sounded like he was trying to slip something in there, though.
Yeah,
Something nefarious.
I know what I heard.
Well, we'll have to talk about that off air.
We'll go to...
Of all the things I'm worried about, it is not Jordan Love.
Pat and Madison, this is interesting. We'll get you on the Carbless Talking text line.
Yeah, if Rashawn Gary is inactive, we might have a chance.
That's it. Rashawn Gary inactive, they have a chance.
Yep.
Fair enough. Look, he hasn't had a sack or a tackle for loss since Vietnam, so...
good take.
Yeah, I mean, we need some production out of anybody, and if it is some of the guys that popped in Week 18 that are taking snaps from Rashawn Gary and they do something with it, doesn't matter how much you're paid right now, it is find a way to win in this wild card game.
We have given up on Rashawn Gary.
You have to at this point.
I when Strofe looked in the camera and I was like, oh, Rashawn, get him. I said, get him, Rashawn. And
didn't matter.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's been 5 weeks and he still hasn't had a tackle for loss or a sack since then.
It's really remarkable, quite honestly. Like, you'd think it would stumble into one.
Yeah, Brett,
right?
how hard do you think it is? As someone's been on the sideline, how hard do you think it is for that to happen, not to even stumble in one since Week 8?
I mean,
9?
It says to me that not only is he not getting like actual true pressures and tackles, he's not even in the right area, right? Because a lot of times, if you're at least in the right area, you're going to stumble on a tackle or a half a sack or something. But he is just completely MIA, where he's not even in the vicinity of action.
So disappointing.
The sad part is you really needed him to when Micah went down, but that has not happened. And if you can feel it, go to Potawatomi Casino Hotel and their sports book, an amazing video wall. You can watch all the great action in any sport, and it's all in one place with the exhilaration of what we love, these games that can come down to the wire. Catch all the action with all those kiosks, drink specials, luxury seating, great food, and that awesome video wall. You can go to Potawatomi Sportsbook or the Casino Hotel for everything for your entertainment experience. Must be 21 years old or older to enter the casino. Potawatomi Sportsbook and the Casino Hotel. It's amazing, folks. Had a big Wednesday with my guy Jared there. Can't wait to get back. Hopefully this weekend, but if not, right before the weekly wager on Wednesday. Mason Posa, the third-team All-American, joined the jump around on ESPN Madison. Homer and Kyle got into a very spirited debate for 2 minutes, but I want you to hear from who is the leader of the Badgers next season and his expectations with everything they've done in the portal.
The leader of the Badgers. Who is that?
Mason Posa.
Oh.
Coming up next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You said, oh, I'm really down in the dumps. Nobody gave me a compliment on my new sweater. So, yeah, we're gassing you up, handsome. You go, King.
Look at that. On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Westbound 94, we got some backups from about 35th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound slowing down from before 76 to Holly Road. Earlier accident on the off-ramp from southbound 43 to Highland has been cleared out of the way. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, today a chance for rain snow mix, becoming mostly sunny, falling temperatures, a high of 42. Tonight, increasing clouds. Later on at night, there'll be an early morning rain snow mix with your low around 31. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
It's Faison who rises up, throws it down. Faison Fields is a man possessed.
Faison Fields and the Milwaukee Panthers men's basketball team take on Northern Kentucky this Friday. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. at Panther Arena. From clutch three-pointers to rim-rattling dunks to game-changing blocks, you'll experience all the action. Ticket prices start at just $23. Help tilt the floor this Friday at 7. Visit mkepanthers.com for tickets. Panther Athletics for the MKE.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
The time has almost come. The wait is almost over. It's do or die time in the Wildcard round of the NFL playoffs. The 7th-seeded Packers head to Soldier Field in Chicago to take on the 2nd-seeded rival Bears. These two teams split the regular season series, and it all comes down to this with extra stakes. Win or go home. The good news is for the Packers, they're as healthy as they can be at this time of the year. Jordan Love hasn't seen the football field in 2.5 weeks. Josh Jacobs didn't play last week, and they're gearing up for their biggest game of the season. The Packers 1.5-point favorites. Packers-Bears tomorrow night.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Do you want your car to shine like a diamond? Then you need Z-Gloss from Z-Bart. Z-Gloss gives you a mirror finish and protects your paint from everything Mother Nature can throw at it with a 10-year guarantee. Visit zbart.com for more information.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Seriously injured? Make one call. That's all.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. Stro running the show. Very interesting interview on the Jump Around on ESPN Madison's YouTube. Jim Rutledge, Pablo Iglesias. Sat down with Mason Posa. Stud linebacker for the Badgers. A good building block. And I think what's important to mention here is Ted Kellner, a big-time Wisconsin booster, talked about how this team and this program was not spending what they needed to. Now, I could re-legislate how stupid that was to hire a coach for $8 million a year and not have a plan to do what everyone was doing to be successful, which is paying players a lot more money than obviously they were. But I'm all about moving forward. So if we're going to move forward, Ted Kellner said they were going to be in the top 3 of spending. Well, right now, they have spent a lot of money in the transfer portal. So what I would love to do right now is hear from Mason Posa and his optimism for the 2026 Badger football season.
Again, you mentioned you DM some of these guys, you've messaged them, but what do you feel like? What do you feel like is the Mason pitch?
Yeah,
what are you saying to these guys?
I mean, I was like, "What's up, man? You're a dog." I just
it's 3 words. You're a dog.
You're a dog. And then I just tell them like how this program is changing and just what we've done so far in the portal. We're competing with Indiana, Texas Tech, all these big schools who are spending money. And I tell them, I'm like, just look at what we're doing right now in the transfer portal. We are getting guys to win football games. And the schedule this upcoming year is a lot lighter. And I can see us being in the playoffs. I mean, I see us at least worst possibility having 9 wins, 10 wins. That's the worst, I think. That's just my mindset. And who doesn't put in a 10-2 Big Ten team into the playoffs? So that's the goal. Goal is to go undefeated. And I'm telling you, this staff, this is the players. We're bringing an entire new mindset into this program next year, and it's to win. It's to win.
That's the only thing that bothered me of this was the new mindset of the program right now is to win. But again, I started this with saying I will not be looking backwards. Brad Nortman, you punted for the Badgers. You played in 2 Rose Bowls. You were part of some very successful Badger teams. Tim Brando called you out for being a podcaster. What do you know about relationships between the Badgers head coaches and the high school coaches' relationships about recruiting in state? Where are you at, Brad? Are you drinking the Posa juice?
Boys, I do mark this, Strofe. Mark this. I declare our long winter of drudgery and irrelevance is over. That's right. I see this Wisconsin Badger football team winning 9 games next year. They're not getting into the college football playoff. Even a 10-2 team is not a guarantee to get in unless they expand it to 16 in quick fashion. But they're going to win 9 games next year. They are. They are taking better late than never with all this stuff. I loved everything Mason Posa said, and I agree with you, Ben. He should have just stopped after saying a new mindset of winning. Where was that winning mindset the last 3 years? However, better late than never. Coach Fickell has been taking steps to right the wrongs that have been sown into this program over the last 3 years. Hiring actual positions to be able to connect with high school recruiting coaches in the state of Wisconsin. Check. Alumni relations. Check. The biggest check is when we had Ted Kellner on this program and the Homer Hour and saying, we're going to start spending money. Should have done that 3 years ago, but again, better late than never. But my question was, well, so what? Let me see actually if they do. Yes, Ben.
You're missing a big thing that needs a check next to it.
Okay, please add check marks.
I'm not saying we can because we won't find out until they play football games, but we can try and figure out from a fan perspective, from a Brad perspective, from anyone's perspective, do you trust Luke Fickell to mold this bunch of guys into a winning football program?
Well,
that is something we haven't seen.
Well, we're gonna.
That's the only question you have. They're doing all the right things, but he's got to be the one. If you believe in him as a coach, that's the big thing that you can't check until it happens.
Well, and now I feel like in this 4th year, and maybe I just sound too much like a Badger homer. Now is when I actually feel like we can evaluate that, because in the past, as Ted Kellner said, they've had no money to spend. They've had some talent on their roster, but haven't been able to put it all together. The 4 playoff teams that played last night and tonight, nearly 60% of their starters were transfers. So you're talking about making a team that is primarily based on transfers, and that's exactly what Wisconsin Badgers are doing. No longer is it the North Dakota State and Hawaii transfers coming in. If you scroll through, these are the guys that have other major offers coming from major programs. So they actually have dudes coming in from Power 4 schools that are ready to play. That's how they're putting it together. Now, they have all the checks in the world except for the one that Ben said. Can Luke Fickell put it together? I can't say with 100% certainty, yes, I believe in him, because we haven't seen it yet, but there's been no better opportunity to do so. And I think that finally, with a little bit of fire on his seat, and it is scalding hot, might I add, I think is now the time it finally comes together. 9 wins, and this team ends ranked in 2026.
Yeah, so Mason Posa, great kid, freshman All-American, very, very talented, but poor kid. He's going to have his heart broken next year. He's going to transfer out too next year because what he's going to realize is that the team that they have around them, it means nothing if you bring in all these bodies if you do not have the coach that's going to have the ability to transform it into something. Now, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. In the Wisconsin Badgers a couple years ago in 2023, they brought in a good quarterback. They brought in some wide receivers, and then they had already some decent pieces on the roster, and I know that to be true because Skylar Bell just went for 1,300-plus yards and is an All-American wide receiver for somebody else.
His quarterback ones have been hurt every year, though.
CJ Williams couldn't do any. We haven't had a 1,000-yard receiver under him. CJ Williams couldn't do anything with the Wisconsin Badgers. What did he do? He goes somewhere else. He has a great year. So all I'm saying is this. Until Luke Fickell shows that he can actually take in talent, mold them together, and develop them, I'm not buying into it. And then on top of this, and good, I want the Badgers to be great, but you're talking about 9 wins. That's laughable.
9 wins.
It's a joke because on top of that, do you know the top 25 guys according to 24/7 Sports teams in ranking the 5 Big Ten teams that are in the top 25 for transfer portal right now is Penn State at number 1, Indiana University, UCLA, USC, Nebraska, and Wisconsin would be the 16. You're missing Michigan. You're missing Ohio State from that conversation. There's still other teams. So even within the top 25 currently right now, there are other teams outperforming the Wisconsin Badgers in the transfer portal. But another thing we have to understand is the Badgers
are those teams on the Badgers schedule.
USC is on the Badgers schedule. UCLA is on the Badgers schedule. Penn State is on the Badgers schedule. So, yeah, at least 3 of those teams that are either outperforming you or doing the same as you and already have, and USC has a better foundation. Not quite UCLA, but USC has a better foundation. Those teams are doing just what you're doing. So, at the end of the day, do I think the Badgers will be better next year? Yes, they will have more than 4 wins next year. But I am not getting excited. I see this team winning 6 or 7 games next year, and they should fire Luke Fickell if they do not get to that 9-win margin. Teams take time to develop. The Badgers don't have a very good foundation whatsoever. So I am going to say, Luke Fickell, Wisconsin Badgers, I wish you the best, but you're going to have to show me because I'm not investing any of my time into a team that is going to break my heart and disappoint me once again. Brad is going to be heartbroken, just like Mason Posa, come the end of next season because they're going to be in disbelief of how they were not better.
Well, I do agree, Kyle, that this is the year, and 6 or 7 wins isn't good enough. 9 wins or more, I do think it's going to happen, but to Ben's point of trusting Luke Fickell, he has to earn that trust. I'll tell you who has already earned my trust, and that is Carbless. Every single ingredient in that can, I absolutely trust. They take seriously the guilt-free experience that is their ready-to-drink cocktail. So it's unlike any of those other ones where it's like, man, what are they putting in this can? I can tell you, I've looked through it with a fine-tooth comb. Everything in Carbless, their ingredients and what they deliver from a guilt-free experience, it is the Brad Nortman check of approval. It's guilt-free, and for 2026, I got some resolutions as well. I want to be tighter around the waistline, live more of a guilt-free experience, and Carbless checks that box. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 gluten, 100 calories, and the perfect, and I mean absolutely capital P, perfect type of carbonation. Not too much, not too little, Goldilocks level. But if you really want to have the Carbless experience, yes, it's guilt-free. Yes, you trust it, but it's all about the flavor. I mean, if you're going to relax and enjoy a game tonight, watching the green and gold or wherever, it doesn't matter if you're not enjoying the actual drink experience, and that is what separates Carbless from the rest. The flavors are incredible, and there's flavor for everyone. Margaritas, classic cocktails, all the fruit flavors. I've already told you, KBN Nation, I've got the margarita variety pack. I'm going to have the original margarita tonight. And the raspberry margarita, that is something that I didn't even know I needed until I tasted. So if you want to be like me, guilt-free and enjoying and trusting everything in that can, then enjoy an ice-cold Carbless as you watch some beautiful football this weekend.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty here. Green Bay props and preview, presented by Sit Means Sit, next across ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
We were going to extend more invites, but I just jumped the gun for some reason at the meeting because I thought I was being like funny and personable, and I just don't know how to read the room. I was like, oh, this guy who doesn't know me is going to think it's hilarious that I'm with Josh, and I'm saying, hey, Josh, you didn't get the first round invite. Suck it.
In what world would that person find that funny, though?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Northbound on 94, right about at the airport spur. We do have a crash. It is off on the left shoulder, so you want to be extra careful as you're heading past that scene. Other than that, we got some debris in the roadway. Northbound 4394, just north of the Mitchell interchange. 2 right lanes are blocked with this, so heads up. Southbound on 43, we got delays from Keefe all the way down through the Marquette onto the high-rise bridge. And then on westbound 94, you've got backups from about 28th Street all the way through to Mitchell Boulevard, eastbound from 84th almost to Hawley Road, and then again coming out of the stadium interchange. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, increasing clouds, early morning rain-snow mix, a low of 31. Tomorrow, snow likely 1 to 2 inches possible, a high of 36. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
When a trophy is raised, it can feel like the season's over, but on the ESPN app, it never really is. Because with more than 47,000 live events, plus originals, highlights, and coverage from every corner of the sports world, there's always something to dive into. No off-season, just everything a fan needs to keep going. Always in season, get all of ESPN all in one place. Download the ESPN app on your TV or phone today.
4 years. That's enough time to earn a college degree, to serve a full term as a president, to train for something big and become someone new.
You bet, and get 0% interest for 4 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, so you can invest in your home and in life's biggest moments. With exclusive features and customizations, Pella offers the highest quality products at a price you can afford.
Aim high when setting your New Year's resolution, and imagine what you can do in 4 years when you finance your home project with Pella. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Kyle Brust Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal & Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal & Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies, they're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal & Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal & Associates at teamgrimal.com.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating 3. Yeah, you know the feeling. And there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Catch all the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxe seating, great food, fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. Must be 21 to enter casino.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Bradley Nortman, Stro running the show. Getting closer and closer and closer. Those 200,000 simulations of Packers-Bears.
200,000 simulations!
It's all going to be put to rest when we see what is put on the field. And let's prognosticate together. I'm Green Bay Props and Preview.
I'm going to ask you to place a little wager for me.
Here comes Parsons and he gets home. Goes
goes to the end zone. It is a one-handed grab by Matthew Golden.
Intercepted, taken away by Xavier McKinney.
This is the Green Bay Props and Preview.
Ooh, that's my dog.
And Dog of the Game. Presented by Sit Mean Sit Dog Training in Waukesha. Schedule your free consultation today. Visit sitmeansitwaukesha.com.
His receiving prop, Brad Nortman, is 55.5 yards.
55.5 yards. Give me the over. I mean, we're already down with the Green Bay Packers, down a couple receivers, so you really just got Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, who's going to get his. Jaden Reed, you never know. And we can't expect much out of Matthew Golden. We know that this is the main connection for Jordan Love is Christian Watson. So they've got
real quick. Every time we've done this, I feel like we've been forgetting about Romeo Doubs because we didn't mention Romeo Doubs' name the last time they played the Bears, and he played really well outside of obviously the debacle.
But the thing about Christian Watson and Jordan Love, it's not just their long ball connection is good. Intermediate and short game. They've really developed that to where Christian Watson is dangerous anywhere. So give me the over.
Yeah, that's the one thing I love is the fact that you get the band back together, a healthy Jordan Love, a healthy Christian Watson. Because remember that last game, Christian Watson was coming off an injury in Denver, so he was not 100% healthy. So I love to see a fresh Christian Watson with his boy Jordan Love out there. I think he for sure goes over 55.5 yards.
I would go over here because of like thinking about those throws that he's been making like across the sideline for those quick outs for like 7 yards.
Well, hold on.
And like
Before you accuse yourselves of group thinking, just know Kyle says over to everything.
Yes, and that's the hard part. It's over no matter what. I was going to bring that up, but I'm glad you did. Christian Watson, even if the footing isn't there in a game like this, his ability to rise above defenders is there. So I see him still getting, despite the weather, a long downfield explosive play past 20 yards. So I'm going to go over here.
Nobody had more receptions, targets, yards, or touchdowns receiving for the Green Bay Packers this year, to your point, Betty, than Romeo Doubs. His receiving total is only 33.5 tomorrow in Chicago. Brad?
That's also easy money. I mean, that's 3 receptions.
Brad, what did you learn about saying easy money?
Easy money.
How'd your season-long bets go that were easy money?
They all failed. They all lost.
Yeah, injuries happen.
Injuries do happen.
I'm just curious. You did call those easy money.
But 33 yards for Romeo Doubs.
Well, I mean, he needs 34 to hit the over.
Okay, that's 3 to 4 receptions for Romeo Doubs, only needing about 5 targets. He's going to get 5 targets. So give me Romeo Doubs on that over.
Yeah, I'm going to go over too. It just seems too low for me not to expect for Romeo Doubs to get over that. As you talked about before, Romeo Doubs had a heck of a game this last time against the Bears. He was a no-show the first time with only 2 targets, no catches. But I do believe that he'll find his way to be a safety net because I think the Packers will have an offensive explosion and everybody will be part of that party.
Benny, 33.5 for Romeo Doubs.
His last 3 games, he's gone well over. And the reason why I'm very inclined to go over here as well is because no Dontavian Wicks, no Bill Melton, which means Matthew Golden's going to get opportunities. But like when I mentioned Dontavian Wicks, he had a game against the Lions. Like this is what the Packers receivers can do. It can be pop here, pop there. Whereas you have your guys, and Jordan Love's going to move the football against this defense that gives up a lot of yards. I have to take Doubs here with how he's played and how he's connected the last 3 games.
Groupthink.
2 targets, 0 catches in the first matchup against the Bears. Yes, Stro.
Did he just repeat you?
He did.
Okay, just making sure. I have a KBN Sports Desk update from our on-site meteorologist, Zaz, who tweets in at KBN ESPN. I live in the Chicagoland suburbs. Looks like the snow is supposed to end at 2 p.m. now tomorrow. So I must say it will not be a light dusting or flurries, because according to our on-site meteorologist, Zaz, there will be no snow by kickoff at 7 o'clock.
Like no snow, but a little breeze, though, I'm seeing. I wonder what Zaz's commentary on that is.
Zaz let us know on Twitter at KBN ESPN. Rush yards, Josh Jacobs, 73.5, who could get a heavy workload tomorrow. Ooh, Kyle made a face.
I'm under that.
Hold on, I don't want your pick because for the first time in KBN Green Bay props and preview history, is
We
Kyle
might get
going
an
to pick
under?
an under?
No.
73.5 rushing yards.
I'm concerned because I just don't know. He says he's healthy.
Hasn't played.
Well, that's my thing. And I'm not going to go over with him simply because I need him to show me that he actually can take a hit to that knee and keep
you are
going.
going over.
No, I'm going to go under, but I'm going to say this. I think over for the total yards we're receiving. If you add that in, I think he'll have a total of 100. But I think he'll be a nice receiving threat for the Green Bay Packers, being able to check down and do something out the
So
back
it
of the
somehow finds its way to the over when it wasn't about that.
But no, I'm saying
94.5 is the total.
over 94.5 total. All it takes is one big catch and burst of 25 yards, and you're there.
Christian Watson's got a big catch. Josh Jacobs got a big catch. Dobbs over.
Well, maybe that's leading to who I think is going to be able to ball. But no, rushing yards, I'm a little concerned about over 73 because I do think Emmanuel Wilson will get the rock as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm under.
How dare you reward the man that burned you and I throughout our futures bet? We thought it was easy money for Josh Jacobs to get over 1,050 yards, and we got taken, Kyle Wallace. Not me. Not that I don't think he's capable, but what do we know? He's been fighting off injuries all year. All it takes is one hit to that knee, a weird way to fall, and he is either slowed down or they're putting in Emmanuel Wilson. So I just can't trust that Josh Jacobs is going to last the whole game, be able to tote the rock.
Not to sound like a bark.
Of the game.
I mean, for me, my dog of the game is nobody other than Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love has something to prove. The last time we saw him in the playoffs, his elbow was all messed up. He had a poor performance, but his team on the offensive side of football is going to be back. Hopefully, Zach Tom will be back at right tackle. Christian Watson will be healthy. Josh Jacobs is claiming that he's going to be healthy, but just as good as the offense is possibly going to get. Yes, Stro, hopefully it's good news.
Wrong button.
Oh. Did you mean to hit a button?
The only button that means let me interrupt you. You accidentally hit.
Well, what button
Like
did
I
you
said,
hit?
I told you guys this off the air. My touch screen is broken, so I have to use the mouse for everything that I typically don't use the mouse. So the mouse was in my way. I hit the mouse.
What button did you mean to hit? You said wrong button.
I didn't mean to hit any buttons.
Oh, he said wrong button.
I hit the mouse button. That button. That was the wrong button.
Other guys.
Oh, desktop.
I don't know what that means.
Desktop.
A lot of people
Well, anyways, Jordan Love is going to perform at a heck of a level on Saturday night because I believe he's going to throw for a lot just like he did the first game. He's going to lead this Packers team to a lot of points, and he's going to prove everybody and show them exactly why he is an elite quarterback in the NFL.
You know what I love to do? I love to buy low and sell high. And my dog of the game, guy that's been at the crux of this game the last two times, Keyshawn Nixon.
Wow.
Keyshawn Nixon. He fumbled the bag literally in Philadelphia last year. He was at very major points of these last two games this season. Keyshawn Nixon steps up, one timely fourth quarter interception, and locks down whoever he's on, and adds a little bit of feistiness on this defense. Give me Keyshawn Nixon for a critical end of game interception.
That would be what a storyline that
would be. A storyline. That's what I'm going to say.
Public enemy number one in Chicago.
Edgerrin Cooper. It's time. We've been waiting for it. It's time, Edgerrin Cooper. That run game, maybe popping one out, a little ball on the ground, force a fumble, big-time play from big-time player who was the two-time NFC Player of the Week despite being a rookie. He's got the capabilities. He's got to show up. He has the potential. We know it's there. Need it. And you need it from him with that lack of interior. Edgerrin Cooper, my dog.
Of the game.
Oh, wow. That's an aggressive dog.
Well, they gotta be. They gotta be.
There'd be a dog this week.
That is Green Bay Props and Preview presented by Sit Dog Training. Kyle's not the man of the house. What else is new? Next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
800-990-3776. Say that again. What a radio pro.
He's so...
Say that again. Nobody said a word.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Experience hot gaming action and a relaxing spa day. Your perfect winter getaway at the island. Book a stay and float package to get both a standard room and a rejuvenating 60-minute float pod therapy session for less than $100. Complement your stay with an elevated dining experience at Horizon Steakhouse and fun on the gaming floor where big wins wait for you. The Island Resort and Casino's stay and float package runs through February. Call 800-682-6040 to book yours today. Certain days and restrictions apply.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Michelle Smallman.
As of the firing yesterday, as Schefter reported, they had not yet reached out to John Harbaugh. That doesn't mean that they aren't aware of his interests through communication with other people. I would be very surprised if he's not in the mix there. But I was a little surprised with the timeline of this all, that Mike McDaniel is allowed the space to come out and do a press conference saying he is going to be the head coach of the Miami Dolphins and be involved with the GM search in some way until he's told otherwise. Why wouldn't you make this move before you start interviewing GM candidates? And I know maybe the thought process was, let's get some outside voices in here and let's collect some data points on what they think about our head coach, these people that we think are qualified enough to build our program back to where it needs to be. But I was just surprised they would tell him that he was safe and then turn around a couple days later and fire him like this.
The college football playoff isn't over. Not yet. That epic run, that wild dream, not over till the clock hits 0, till the stadium shakes, till the wild things are let loose, till the trophy is lifted and the confetti falls. This is the national championship. When it's over, you'll feel it. This is the wild world of college football. The CFP National Championship, Monday, January 19th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
According to American writer H.L. Mencken, a well-stocked bar can create over 17 billion different cocktails. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. I don't know if 17 billion is accurate or not, but I do know that Discount Liquor is the place to find everything you need to be well-stocked for any occasion. Discount Liquor is Wisconsin's home to over 2,000 varieties of beer, 3,500 types of liquor, and over 8,000 wines. Our unparalleled selection is rivaled only by our incredible savings and everyday low prices. And we know how to take care of our customers, no matter the occasion. In fact, Discount Liquor has won numerous national and local awards. Visit Discount Liquor at our Milwaukee or Waukesha locations. Family owned and operated since 1960.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
In Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Main and Barstow. Check out our specials at discountliquorinc.com.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free. Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
New year, new goals, and Iron Jock is here to help you stick to them, whether you're hitting the gym, heading to work, or just trying to smell a whole lot better with that silver ion technology within their material. Iron Jock Gear has got you covered right now. You can get 30% off all Iron Jock gear on orders over $75. Just use the promo code ESPN30 at checkout. IronJock.com, IronJoc.com. Pick your gear, pick what you want. Promo code ESPN30. You're going to look good, smell great, and start the new year off with Iron Jock. Right now, your chance to win an Iron Jock hat. Be caller number 18. Nope. bad number. Caleb Blamstorm. We're going to go with caller number 20. What do you want? Just say it.
Well, you said 18 is a bad number because that's Caleb's number, so I figured you should go 10 for love, but you can go 20. That's fine. Although that receiver, number 20, scored a touchdown against the Packers.
Oh. Caller number 10, 800-990-3776 to win an Iron Jock hat. That's 800-990-3776 to win the Iron Jock hat. Put Stro to work at 800-990-ESPN.
Quite the confusion there.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. We figured it out. And Kyle, as the Packer backer, has plans that are in the way of the Packer game, and he's going to get owned, and he's not going to get everyone out of his house. So say what's going on.
So, fellas, I told y'all a couple weeks ago when the last time I watched the Packers versus the Bears game, I went to a holiday party that I committed to go to. The game got flexed, and so I committed to go to it way before then, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go. I hate watching Packers games with people. Matter of fact, every time I've watched a Packer game not in the comfort of my house, the Packers have damn near lost every single time. So I had decided, I said, no more. No more. So I'm not hanging out with nobody. I'm watching that game from inside of my house the way I like it, not bothered by anybody. But for a while, me and baby girl have been planning this holiday party for her family. And she said, baby, we're going to be doing it on the 10th. The 10th, we're going to have people come to the house in the afternoon, and we're going to have the party. I said, all right, well, just let me know what I need to do. Playoff schedule comes out. The Green Bay Packers play at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. And guess what's happening at my house? We already got the holiday party, and there's no way I can back out. And the thing that sucks about it is, I love my future father-in-law, and I'm happy he's going to be around because
you do. I thought he walks around your house with shoes on.
Well, we've baby girl has trained him up, and so we're in a better place. But I got a text saying, "Hey, my dad wants to spend the night." Of course, he can spend the night, but that means he's going to be there for the game, which he's an avid Packers fan. It will be great. It will be great, and her family's going to be there. It's going to be great. But I would prefer to be watching the game by myself.
You're doing the high voice. It's going to be great.
When does the holiday party start?
It starts at 3:30.
3:30. Okay, well then it's a 3-hour holiday party is plenty. So you'd think by 6 o'clock you put your foot down. You're the man of the house, and you say,
Brad,
Nana and Mildred, it's time to leave.
Brad,
Mildred, get your ass out of here.
No, Brad, what it becomes now is that, oh wow, the game's on too. We might as well stay and watch the game.
Hold on. I just want to play this now. I would like to make it clear to everybody we are not going to a commercial break, but I just want everybody to listen for a moment.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
Transformers, Megan Fox.
No, I would say Megan Fox is all good, but 7:45 is starting to go. You got to transform your ass up out of here.
You said that if Megan Fox was in your house, you would tell Megan Fox to transform her ass out of there so you could watch the Packer game.
And you won't tell that to Nana?
First and foremost.
Or father-in-law?
Listen, father-in-law.
You have made yourself look worse and worse this week.
Father-in-law has helped us significantly, so I can't tell father-in-law to do
Oh, the wedding. Money talks for Kyle. It's the way to his heart.
He's coming in town. If he's coming in town, we got to welcome him, and he has to
lay down some rules, though, for him, right? As you watch the game? Like, hey, father-in-law, Mr. Baby Girl. I expect no talking.
No.
Mr. Baby Girl.
Baby Girl.
Like Mr. One time,
Mr.
Brad.
Coach Klein.
He's a great guy.
Lovely guy.
Mr. Baby Girl's awesome.
I can't do that. Listen, I'm the man of the house, but damn it, it's a shared household. You got to get.
So if he's chirping or
he's going to say some things that are going to irk you. Like, this man don't know.
This Jordan Love stinks.
We do have a different look at kicking the field goals. He wants to kick field goals. I like to say
kicking field goals.
No, well, he says, hey, just take the points. And I say, well, I like being aggressive sometimes.
Analytics guy, Kyle Wallace.
So I am
Mr. Baby Girl,
I have quite the conundrum because I talked to my mom about it. That's how serious it is. She said, well, Kyle, why don't you watch it in your room? I said, I don't have a TV in my room.
You would exclude yourself from the party to watch the game?
Bro, when I watched the Super Bowl back in 2011 at my parents' house, I had a friend over as well. I was upstairs in my bedroom watching the game.
Wait, why did you have a friend over?
Because he wanted to come over and watch the game. Shout out to Twan.
And so
he watched
downstairs with everybody else watching the game. I was upstairs in my bedroom back in 2011.
You sound like a child.
I like to.
You protect your heart.
I just don't want to be around people talking and all that. I want to focus on the game. I don't want to be distracted. This is a big game.
Man, I'll tell you what. If you bailed on Twan, you're probably gonna bail on Mr. Baby Girl.
Whoa! Shout out to Twan though.
What's up, Twan?
Jim, Matt, and Molly, they're coming up next in Madison, the Dam Sports Show in Beaver Dam. We're going to continue on right here on 94.5 ESPN, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, and, of course, the ESPN Wisconsin app. Don't go anywhere. Kyle, Brust Nortman until 5 o'clock. The 414 hour is next in 2 minutes.
KBN's the show that never ends.
Southbound 43 is backed up from just south of Keefe all the way down through the Marquette interchange. Give yourself some extra time there. We've still got that crash northbound 94 right at the airport spur. It is off on the left shoulder. Westbound 94 backups from before 27th Street all the way past Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound's going to be slow from 84th Street almost to Hawley Road. And then on southbound 894 backups right now from Oklahoma Avenue down and around the Hale interchange to Forest Home. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, increasing clouds, early morning rain snow mix, a low of 31. And then tomorrow, snow likely, 1 to 2 inches are possible, a high of 36. Weather's brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. Easy and affordable apparel personalization with no minimums and fast turnaround. For all your printing needs, bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
When a trophy is raised, it can feel like the season's over, but on the ESPN app, it never really is. Because with more than 47,000 live events, plus originals, highlights, and coverage from every corner of the sports world, there's always something to dive into. No off-season, just everything a fan needs to keep going. Always in season, get all of ESPN all in one place. Download the ESPN app on your TV or phone today.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love Network Health. One of the reasons is that they're local and they understand how important that is. Their exceptional customer service isn't just words on a page. It's what they do. It's what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman every day from 2 to 5. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
Well. Packers versus Bears in the NFL playoffs.
Man, we got a squad.
The last thing they want to see is us coming down to Soldiers Field.
I've been arguing with Mark Tauscher, who keeps telling me, we've got a better roster than you. No, you don't.
For the first time in a long time. This is going to be a real rivalry.
I feel extremely good about the performance they're going to put on the field on Saturday.
Don't tell me the Packers are good.
I don't know if anybody's good. That's the thing. Door's wide open because nobody's actually good. Bears ball. They've recovered an onside kick. The fourth quarter magic is somehow continuing here in Chicago.
To be quite frank with you, I kind of enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
Don't you ever speak about Matt LaFleur like that.
My viewpoint of the Bears is you better beat the Packers because of the call-up.
You know what the rivalry is all about. You know, you got the two top teams in the NFC North going against each other. It's a great rivalry.
I don't think there's a switch to be flipped. I think it just works.
Now is our time to reset and reestablish our identity as a defense.
They need to handle their business.
And it's blocked! Oh my goodness, the Packers block it, and they're going to win! Going deep, searching for DJ Moore, over the shoulder, catch, made, touchdown Bears!
Brilliant, looking, throwing, it is intercepted! Keyshawn Nixon and the Packers will win it!
They were just moving the ball up and down the field against that Bears defense?
What defense?
I don't care you played better for most of the game. You know what you did? You lost.
You don't want to give Chicago extra possessions in the playoffs on the road.
You can't let the little brother beat you.
I think they would rather play almost anybody else but us.
The past 2 years, we've kind of been stacking this thing and kept getting better and better. This should be a great game.
We are not going to be done.
So I will see you guys next week.
It's the 4-1-4 hour at 4 on KBN. It's Belt to Ass Week, baby. I know what time it is. It's almost time for Belt to Ass for them Packers, baby.
Strove's got it out. Kyle's got it out.
Jordan Love, Christian Watson, Josh Jacobs back healthy, Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed.
Do it, Strove.
It's time to put Belt to Ass, baby. Belt! Hold on. Come on, Matt LaFleur. Don't let up. Don't let up. Don't let up. Apply pressure and keep going. Keep going. Embarrass these boys tomorrow night. That's what I want. I want to embarrass. If we up 21 in the fourth quarter, let's go.
Kyle, Brust Nortman in the 414 Hour 4, leading you into the Homer Hour at 5 o'clock. Joining us here, as he does every Friday, the Vibes Master, the biggest Packer fan in the world. It's Tori Lowe on a Friday. What's up, Tori? There he is, Tori Lowe. How you feeling?
I'm feeling powerful.
Of course you are.
It's playoff time.
It is. It really is. We're getting close. Saturday, 7 p.m., folks. About 27 hours away from the wild card matchup. You can taste it now.
Here we go.
One sleep away.
And I just had a Chicago Bears fan call me on my show before I came in here.
What'd he say?
And I told him, look, I'm going to tell you right now, you might as well not even turn the TV on because the Packers is going to slaughter.
Let's
slaughter
go.
the Bears.
Slaughterhouse gang.
Yeah,
I like
slaughterhouse.
that, Tori.
When the Packers play better when their back is up against the wall.
Big games. Big games. I agree with that.
They show up to big games.
Let's go to Corey. Welcome him into the party on the Carbless Talking Text line. Corey, I told you we'd take you in the 414 Hour at 4. You better bring that energy that we're bringing right now.
Hey, what's good, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, Corey?
Good, Corey.
What's happening in?
Hey, man, I'm going to say this. We win the coin flip and take the ball, we're going to beat the Bears 34-20.
Woo!
Okay.
If we defer the ball, if we defer to the Bears, we're going to beat them 30-16.
Oh, wow. So you said we're going
Big
to
difference.
It's the belt to ass segment, so I mean, he's sticking to it.
I'm saying because you got to understand, we've been leading the game in both the games with the Bears for 117 minutes in both the games, and they got a lucky 3 minutes off. Dude, we only punted the ball 2 times against these guys in both the games. You got to let's be for real. Where do the logic of the Bears beating the Packers in a playoff game of this magnitude with all of this on the line after you didn't play both of the games, and on paper, the games weren't even close.
Well, we're going to see those margins get tighter, Corey. And the logic would say that, in a tighter game, in a playoff world in which you've outplayed them, you got to play the full 60 minutes, can't make mistakes, but...
You speaking logic, Corey. Listen, you from Chicago. You know them Bears fans lack that.
It is remarkable when you look at specifically the
Appreciate game, Corey.
You know, how many times Packers were in the red zone. I mean, the fact that they were inside the 10 at least 3 times, maybe 4 times, and got 3 points out of it. I mean, you do that over a large enough sample size, that's just not going to happen. So these games were much closer than they should have been, with a couple of game plan tweaks here and there. So, in a Jordan Love injury away. So it's either going to be close or the Packers roll.
That's what
I don't see where the Bears roll. Close or the Packers absolutely roll.
Tori, is this the costume day is over game, the I told you so game, or grate them or get graded game? And you can also give your name the game.
This is the I told you so.
Yeah, I told you so. Let them know what you told them.
What are you telling them?
Because let me tell you something. The Bears got their 15 minutes of fame.
3 minutes of fame.
This is the 15 minutes of fame. These Bear fans have been down. I've been a Packer fan under 3 great quarterbacks, including Jordan Love. I'm going to add Jordan Love in there. And they have suffered terribly by the hands of Green Bay.
It's true.
So now they got a few wins in. Now they getting geeked up. But this is the real deal. This is the playoffs. And the Packers don't miss. We had Super Bowl expectations. The Bears Super Bowl is if they beat the Packers. This is what they was, and the Vikings. So it's a different mind state. When we come into play in the playoffs, the Packers do transform into a playoff team. They prepare well for playoffs because our hopes is to win the big game. Even though Micah Parsons is injured, even though we had a couple injuries, we believe as Packer fans that every year we want a Super Bowl trophy on our desk. And even if we fall short, we have a team that's prepared to go all the way. It was at one point in this year that everybody thought that the Green Bay Packers was a Super Bowl team.
Talk your
That's
talk.
true.
There's no point this year that anybody thought that the Bears could win it all.
Speak it.
So that's all I'm going to say.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, show me the lie. Say it again. And people were talking about the Green Bay Packers being a Super Bowl champion. Ain't not 1 second in this season did anybody say, oh, the Bears have a chance.
Right.
Preach, brother, preach.
Things have changed, but I still give the edge to the Green Bay Packers. We've been talking about it all week. Tori, what are you going to do specifically? And if you are listening right now and have your superstitions and traditions, I'd love to know what they are at 800-990-3776.
Well, I got the frequency
Tori's
module.
got his frequency module
there. And I think that this year for the playoffs, I have to remove the Micah Parsons picture that I got by the
You're not
frequency.
even going to leave it up in
He's
spirit?
still he's not dead.
I'm talking about, but what I'm saying is I want to make sure I give the players all the energy.
Right, guys.
Sometimes when somebody's injured, you don't want the frequency.
They're grabbing the frequency.
Yeah, you don't want to deter the frequency.
I need Rashawn Gary, Lucas Van Ness.
I need them to be. I need all the power to go to the people that's playing and that's active. So I think that's the only adjustment I'm gonna make to the frequency.
Did you make any adjustment after that Baltimore Ravens game? Please tell me you did.
You know what I did? I think I turned, like sometimes, hold on, this is what I do. Sometimes I turn it, cause
I turn the frequency module.
Because it's like a compass. You got to find out where the energy is. So
is there like a meter that shows you it's popping?
You try to make sure that it's in the right direction. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to turn it a little bit more to the left this time, because depending on the score.
We also went through our dog of the game. We have Jordan Love, Edgerrin Cooper, Keyshawn Nixon. Who's your dog on Saturday?
You know what? And since Micah Parsons is no longer there, because like I said, he was the one that kind of elevated the team, made it the defense almost Super Bowl proof. Right now, Van Ness.
Wow. What a coming out party that
All the reason I need him to, because we've been waiting for him.
We have been waiting.
We've been waiting for him to do
He was a bright spot.
Waited.
Not a lot of bright spots in Week 17, but against the Ravens, Lucas Van Ness had some nice moments.
Lucas Van Ness, Tori.
I need him to come out.
Lucas Van Ness dating tight end of the Chicago Bears, Cole Kmet's sister.
Oh, wow.
How about that? How about that for an opportunity to make your career statement?
I'm sorry. Why are we just figuring this out?
I mean, I didn't know if Tori know that.
I didn't know.
I don't think you know that.
I didn't know.
I did not know that. Tori didn't know it. I didn't know it either.
It's been the case since he was drafted.
Well, I
They've
didn't
been
know.
together a long time. They've been together a long time.
They're just making more news because
Why aren't they married yet?
Don't worry about it.
That's not for us.
That's what I said. They've been dating for so long.
He's like,
to each their own. Why are we judging?
He's 24 years old.
He can afford a ring.
No, he's 24 years old. Why would he?
That's true.
He's toying with her then.
No,
He
he's
can
not
afford a
toying.
ring.
Shut up, Brad.
Maybe she's not.
He's trying to
to a woman.
Actually,
he's trying to get his career on track.
Right.
What's he
He's
waiting
not
for?
lived up to the expectations.
He's waiting for a second contract.
You know or you don't know.
I mean,
That's
Brad-
not
I think,
true.
I think you might be onto something. You might be onto something.
Brad popped the question right when he was drafted.
No, I waited one season.
One season.
Yeah.
But again, that was to get some money.
He
for
wanted to make the
engagement ring.
roster.
Huh?
I'm just messing with you.
No,
He
actually,
roster, yeah.
no, actually, kind of did.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'd actually get some money to buy an engagement ring.
Yeah, and no, don't Lucas Van Ness. If you listening, you take your time. You don't let that one woman.
If you're listening right now, the day before you're preparing for a playoff game, take your time.
Right, take your time until you ready. Maybe she's not ready, Brad.
I need Van
Make an
Ness
honest
to
woman out
have
of
a
her.
monster game.
Monster.
What is a
game.
monster
Tori,
game?
I don't think he's ever
2
had one.
sacks.
2 sacks? That's going to be
Lucas Van
25% of his overall sacks since he's been a Packer.
Hey, it's playoff time.
If he gets 2 sacks, boy, I
need him to come out.
That means the Packers are dominating that game.
Tori, do you think that this game has any impact on Matt LaFleur's future in Green Bay? Like win, lose, or do you think that either way it's sealed?
I think that if the Chicago Bears win convincingly, yes.
You think that he might be out there?
8.5 sacks in the career of Lucas Van Ness.
He got to do something.
I mean, Rashawn Gary had 3 in one game, and who would believe that if you told him?
That's true.
Well, I could because that's been his MO, but I didn't expect him to not have another bulk sack game or an impact
Or
at
a
all.
sack.
Yeah, or just anything, or a tackle for loss.
I saw him running down some people.
We need a
Quentin.
surprise player to step up. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe Trayvon Diggs.
X-Factor.
Maybe it's Trayvon Diggs who's the X factor. Maybe he'll
It could
come in
be.
and lock down.
We
some of these
need an X
receivers.
factor.
But we definitely need some help at corner.
That'd be bad.
We need. Why would that be bad?
All right, Strofe really wants to talk. That's the second KBN Sports
Second
Desk.
ping.
They all mad because I got the Torino.
Hey!
Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe.
Hey, it's my new song. It's going crazy out here.
This is amazing.
It's going crazy?
Hey, I was at a high school talking about bullying, and I played this song, and all the kids, Tory Lowe. Hey,
Tory Lowe.
You're a special
So,
man.
Tori, what's your final prediction here?
Got a bankroll.
Green Bay, 27-12.
27-12.
27-12.
That is belt to ass.
That's belt ass. Yeah.
There it is, Tori. They appreciate the time.
Smack.
Get that frequency module right,
Hey, I think I got it right.
and we'll
Hey.
talk to you next week.
Give me a little song.
Just play us out. Tory Lowe. Powerful. Hey.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman
Do you think?
No. Nope.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We do have a crash on the off-ramp from 94 northbound to Ryan Road, so watch out for that. It's going along with another crash. It's on 94 northbound right at the airport spur. That one's off on the left shoulder. Southbound on 43, we're seeing some hefty delays from about Keefe all the way down through the Marquette onto the high-rise bridge. The westbound 94, you're seeing delays from 25th Street all the way past Mitchell Boulevard. Some more debris in the roadway just west of the county line on westbound 94. The right lane is blocked. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Increasing clouds tonight, early morning rain-snow mix with a low of 31. Tomorrow, snow likely with 1 to 2 inches possible, a high of 36. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
On this show, it's always football season.
So now Jeff Hafley's going to have to get more creative. Everybody will have to bow up and do things. And the main guy is Jordan Love.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
This went from a defensive-led team to now Jordan Love. Put him on your back. You're going to have to get the cape out.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating 3. Yeah, you know the feeling. And there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Catch all the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxe seating, great food, fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Rick, tell Sarah about the practical joke you came up with.
Okay, Sarah, this is really great. Are you ready?
Rick, I'm always ready. I walk around in a constant state of readiness.
A man buys a woman a pair of diamond stud earrings from Kessler's.
So far, this doesn't sound like much of a practical joke. Be patient. He's not done yet.
And then on her birthday, or Valentine's Day, or Mother's Day, or Tuesday, He sneaks them out of her jewelry box and replaces them with a larger pair.
Well, as practical jokes go, this one sounds delightful, but it also sounds expensive.
No, he bought them at Kessler's, remember?
When you buy diamond stud earrings from Kessler's,
And we have them for $180 to $24,000 a pair.
you always get 100% of the price you paid when you trade up for a larger pair.
He just pays the difference?
He just pays the difference.
I love practical jokes. When do I get my first pair?
For the Kessler's nearest you, go to KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking to escape the cold or take a midday break? Get your game on at Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, where it's always golf season. Play more than 2,000 courses, including over 50 right here in Wisconsin. And even that famous course where they hand out green jackets. Top tech simulators, great food, and the best Bloody Marys around. This is your year-round slice of summer. Bays start at just $35 an hour, Monday through Friday. Book your bay today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
When you're injured, you want quick, specialized care, not a long ER wait. The orthopedic care specialists at Ortho ASAP treat fractures, sprains, strains, sports injuries, and more right away. With on-site x-rays and expert care, Ortho ASAP gets you back on track faster. Open 7 days a week with locations in Brookfield and Pewaukee, it's more affordable than the ER. Walk in, get treated, and get back to life. Ortho ASAP. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Snow in the forecast this weekend. That means salt and grime on the roads. And that means your car isn't looking as good as it should. But Tsunami Express can help you with that. Tsunami Express Car Wash is the go-to premier car wash here in the Milwaukee area to make you look like an all-star, make it look like that car just got driven off the lot. And now's your perfect time to do so. It's 2026, it's a new year, so take advantage of an offer that only Tsunami Express can do to give you a championship-level clean. Right now, your first wash is free when you are a new member signing up online. That's right, $25 MVP loaded car wash with gloss and protection, all the extras, including free vacuums and detailing tools, all a free car wash when you pull up at TsunamiExpress.com. If you're a new member, get that free car wash and you'll experience what I experience all the time. When being a member of Tsunami Express, I can go day after day after day for unlimited car washes at so many convenient locations. Multiple locations all across the Milwaukee area has got me and my car looking good inside and out. So get the Tsunami Express state-of-the-art wash that you can only get there and experience how to wash, chill, repeat with Tsunami Express.
Kyle Brust Nortman with you till 5 o'clock. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And, of course, the ESPN Wisconsin app. We mentioned this earlier on probably the conversation of if the Packers defense is out there and the Bears have the ball, which our Monte Carlo simulation has that happening a lot.
200,000 simulations.
63% of the time the Packers are up and the Bears have the ball. Would you be pooping your pants if the defense was out there? Led to a fart conversation. Kyle just let Stro know he farted.
Oh, come on. What are we doing? We don't need. Wait a minute.
It's not a big studio.
I've been farting all show.
Kyle
too.
got in my ear and said, Kyle, you going to be mad if I tell the story?
Oh, you can go right ahead. I can tell it. You can tell it.
You tell it.
Okay.
You say what you said in my ear.
Well, basically, because,
without context, might add.
Without context, I go in Stroph's ear and I say, hey, Stroph. So the last time I was traveling, I got onto the plane and nobody was around me. And I sat down and I tooted. And then you know how people come onto the plane after Southwest and these folks decide to sit right in front of me. They get into the row in front of me. And then they walk away and leave because it smelled like rotten eggs.
Oh
my!
No.
Hey, that's a good strategy, actually, on Southwest.
Hold on. And then he goes.
And then I say, the reason why I tell you that story is I just farted.
Yeah, I've been doing it all show.
In the middle of Brad telling us about Tsunami Express, that's what happened. Happening on my headphones.
Did gather a couple of foul sniffs this show. And I was like, what is that? I was like, is something more like our ventilation?
Ben,
no, just our movements.
Ben, you and I were in the car together today. Were you farting?
Probably.
My car. There was a couple different points where I was like, did he not put on deodorant today?
No, I showered.
That's crazy.
Do you
Yeah,
try
I'll
to gentlemanly limit the, or do you just
Nah,
let
it's
it rip?
Stro. I'm going to do whatever I want.
I wouldn't fart with somebody
I'm
else.
fine with that as long as you're comfortable around
The
me,
car is
that's
too.
fine.
Yeah,
the car
I'm
is
so
too-
like we're
incredibly
dating. You know,
confined.
I felt like I could, cut the cheese.
I'm to the point now.
Let's go to pole position.
Everyone's got their opinions, but we just happen to think some are better than others. Let's hit the polls. This is Pole Position.
Pole position time here on KBN. And the first poll, ironically, says this. You as a man have previously used the term cut the cheese.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously, real poll.
Okay.
Totally didn't make that up. Well, Ben's a yes. Have you guys ever used the term cut the cheese?
Not since I was probably 12.
Yeah, I don't say I
Not
cut
as an
the
adult.
cheese. I say I tooted, I pooted, I farted.
Pooted?
Yeah.
Pooted.
Cultural. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds like
pooted.
That sounds like a different word that combines pooping and
Yes.
farting.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's where I don't know. I think it
is.
That sounds
What's
like more,
the next
sounds like
poll?
more
Oh
than
my
a-
gosh, we
more
just
than a
did
toot.
this.
Sounds like
Tooted, pooted.
Pooted sounds like more than a toot.
Okay, well, I don't know. It's what I do all the time.
From Jen Gabe at Chewy, weekday morning 7 to 9 right here on ESPN Milwaukee. Do all TV finales suck? According to Chewy, they do.
Ooh, you know what?
It's not a bad take.
It's actually.
By the way, the poll completely 50-50.
I wouldn't say suck. I would just say
under-deliver.
Well, I don't even
Underwhelm.
There's a couple shows that I Blackish. I still haven't seen the final episode because I just don't want it to end. The season of Curb Your Enthusiasm of last season that came out multiple years ago. I don't like watching finales.
That was a great finale. Though.
I didn't see
Curb Your
it.
Enthusiasm, great finale.
I didn't because I don't want it to end. And literally,
How I
went
Met Your
2 years
Mother,
ago.
horrible finale.
Yeah, there's more bad than good finales, but Breaking Bad, excellent finale in my opinion.
Usually they're people leave, move, or something happens. and
Yeah, but you
just
have to conclude the story.
turn
arc.
off the lights.
Yeah.
Did they turn off the lights in Breaking Bad, or
closure.
did he go out and?
I don't know. If,
Go
are
into
you talking
blazing.
about figuratively?
Spoiler alerts.
Spoiler alert. Are you talking about if Walter White died?
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it now, then I don't know what you're. Yes, he dies.
Okay, because I know he was.
But
like
he
a
does
drug
so
dealer.
in like a really meaningful way.
Yeah. I remember him in Malcolm in the Middle. He was the dad.
What range as an actor? You can be Malcolm in the Middle's dad and Walter White.
I was
completely ends the
confused.
spectrum.
I was like, how is Malcolm in the Middle's dad there? That show's coming
Great
back. I
actor.
said, how is he some drugs?
Dealing drugs?
Yeah, I was confused. Couldn't buy it.
Couldn't buy it.
Great show. Both of them
show.
actually
Which one?
great shows. Yeah, both of them
Great
are great
show.
show.
Life is unfair.
Malcolm in the middle. Nicely done.
They're having a reunion of that. You know that?
Yeah.
I don't care. From Jim, Matt, and Molly, ESPN Madison from 4 to 6. Should the Packers fire Matt LaFleur if they lose to the Bears?
No. Not fire. I don't think you extend him if it's an ugly. If it's a close loss, you probably do whatever you think you're going to do. If it's ugly, I don't think you fire him, but you do not extend him.
No, you don't fire Matt LaFleur. Now, granted, again, there are things that would change your mind. Like, as Tori mentioned before, if the Packers get blown out by 30, then you have a conversation about what in the hell happened and what are we doing. But no, you're not firing Matt LaFleur at the end of the season because you lose to the Chicago Bears. At the end of the day, the Packers are going to be a really good team again next season, and I think Matt LaFleur has the opportunity to get them over the hump.
Yeah, I think what he has going for him is he was the head coach of a team that at that point had the second best odds to win the Super Bowl when Micah Parsons was on the team. So you've built up equity of what you can do and what you were building towards. Now, the only thing that could go against him is, again, 5 straight losses to end the season. And if it ends in a way where he makes a mistake from a time management or any of those things we've had conversations about and it like comes up in the biggest moment of the game, then pressure may be put on. But again, you only also fire him if you already have worked behind the scenes, which I probably don't think they're doing on a contingency plan because they're focused on winning this football game and playing more football. So I don't see it happening.
Fair enough. Let's move on to sticking with Jim, Matt, and Molly. As a Packers fan, would you rather miss the playoffs than lose to the Bears in the playoffs? I think they phrased that poorly. Would you rather miss the playoffs or lose to the Bears in the playoffs?
I'd rather lose to the Bears. I'd rather have an opportunity to be in it. Like getting out the playoffs, now you're questioning what your team didn't do, where you struggle, how the offseason has started. You always want to have that chance to be in the dance, be in the tournament, be in the playoffs because you never know what could happen.
I just have to throw something in there for you.
Okay.
They're very delusional and they are very loud. and you won't hear the end of it until you play them again.
For like bragging rights from now until
it would be insufferable
in fall 26.
It will be insufferable, but that's what comes with sports, right?
I'm with you,
can't
Kyle.
fear losing more than having a chance to win the damn Super Bowl.
That's the
what
biggest
the Packers have.
Would you rather be in Cancun now or have a chance to do something more?
Exactly.
And if it takes losing to the Bears, that's fine, but you always want to be in it because you know what's worse than losing to the Bears? A trash season all fall where you're not even close to making the playoffs.
And I am getting a check. Missing that playoff check.
You missed a playoff check. It's a nice playoff check, too.
Yeah, how much were they back then?
It grew per round. So I think it was like $20,000 for the wild card round.
Oh, it's more than that now.
I think it was like 25 for divisional.
Was that for you or the team?
The team.
You.
50 per person.
Per person.
Oh, okay.
50 for the championship round and then 100 for the Super Bowl.
It's more now. And then if you have a bye week, you get paid too for.
You do not get paid for a bye. You do not get paid for a bye.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy? So you're doing all the things all week, practicing, you don't get paid.
You don't get a roster bonus or anything for being the 1 seed?
Nope. Nothing.
Why would the NFL not reward you?
I don't know if that's been changed in the recent CBA, but the 2 times that we had a bye, didn't get paid.
I bet you was like, what in the hell?
Yeah, they're like, can we just go to the divisional round?
Did you get more of a game check for being in the divisional round?
No, everyone got the same check for being in the divisional round, win or loss. The only time that there's like a winner or loser was Super Bowl. Winner gets double what the loser gets. So at the time, winner got like a little over $100K for Super Bowl 50, and we got like 50. But you're right.
That seems so light.
$50K on top of your normal.
You get paid each round, but everyone gets the same thing.
It shows you how cheap
you do
the
not
NFL
get paid if you have a bye.
$50,000 to play in the Super Bowl. Like,
do you know how much money they're making on the Super Bowl?
Exactly. Yeah. You know how much money Brad made in one game? That was chump change. $50,000.
Yeah, I think that was less than my normal rate.
You think? I know it was.
My normal rate.
My normal rate.
My normal rate.
What I require to play
he's a
on the
contractor.
Yeah.
I see playing in the Super Bowl. Back to Jen Gabe and Chewy, weekday morning 7 to 9. Which head coach would be most coveted on the open market for teams looking for a new head coach? Would it be Matt LaFleur or John Harbaugh?
John Harbaugh. You can already tell people are falling over themselves for John Harbaugh.
63% of people agree with you.
Super Bowl winner, culture setter. He's a winner.
No, I honestly, I think it would be Matt LaFleur, simply because Matt LaFleur, I still think is the sexy pick. He comes from the tree. Think about Mike McDaniel.
I actually agree with you.
He got fired, and there's going to be people lining up to have him as their offensive coordinator because they believe in what he can do offensively. I think Matt LaFleur has done enough as a Packers coach for people to say, yeah, that's guy. I mean, being around for
but you kind of hurt your argument there in a way.
What?
It's almost like people might look at Matt LaFleur as more of an offensive play caller than a head coach.
No, I'm saying
are teams with a current head coach reaching out like they are for Harbaugh, for Matt LaFleur?
Matt LaFleur's not fired.
If he was on the open market,
yes.
I think so, yes.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, Matt LaFleur is a really good head coach.
I think it would be super comparable. Like, I think they would both be the two, obviously, most highly coveted on the open market. But I agree with Kyle, actually. I think Matt LaFleur, just because it's the new era. John Harbaugh's been a good coach for a long time, but he hasn't made a ton of noise since 2011.
And if you're Tennessee, granted, John Harbaugh does a lot for you because he can build a foundation. Miami, he can build a foundation. But if you're Tennessee with a young quarterback, you're like, hey,
Matt LaFleur.
Exactly. That's what it is. So.
You're absolutely right. New York Giants, Matt LaFleur.
Yeah. That's a lot to do with that offense.
Well, that's pole position here on Kyle Brust Nortman. And the biggest football Sunday of the year is happening February 8th. Were you watching the big game? You want the unforgettable experience? Head on over to Potawatomi Casino Hotel in Milwaukee. Watch the big game at the 1100 Bar and Lounge, Rock and Brews Restaurant, or Small Bar. Get a ticket to the Yingling Tailgate Party in the Annex. Reserve premium seating inside the Potawatomi Sportsbook. I'd get on that right now. The premium seating inside the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Reserve that ASAP. Tickets and reservations are available starting yesterday, so get on that. Food and drink specials include $20 Yingling pitchers and $10 off the 100-ounce beer tube. So get over to Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Reserve your spot. Sportsbook is the place for the big game on February 8th. Just a couple more left with us. 30 more minutes until the Homer Hour, and then we are all getting closer on this Friday to Saturday at 7 p.m. More Kyle Brust Nortman with a free Pizza Friday giveaway coming up next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
Well, the dance floor specifically. I'm still sore, man. I dance my booty off.
Well, you don't have muscles. You don't have a booty, so I don't know how you dance that. You ask your back off. Your back.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound on 43, we've got backups from just south of North Avenue down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Looks like we do have a broken down vehicle on the right shoulder, right in the middle of that. We've got westbound 94 slowing from 27th Street all the way to Hawley Road. And then on the eastbound side, we got backups from 84th Street to Hawley Road. Still seeing delays on 894 southbound from Beloit Road down through the Hale interchange past Forest Home. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Increasing clouds, early morning rain-snow mix with a low of 31. Tomorrow, snow likely 1 to 2 inches possible with a high of 36. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Kick off the new year with a smarter home and bigger savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows to lock in the warmth, durable roofing, eye-catching siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Start the year off right and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our New Year savings event. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. This deal won't last all winter. Exterior Pros and Baths. New year, new home, done right.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
The time has almost come. The wait is almost over. It's do or die time in the Wildcard round of the NFL playoffs. The 7th-seeded Packers head to Soldier Field in Chicago to take on the 2nd-seeded rival Bears. These two teams split the regular season series, and it all comes down to this with extra stakes: win or go home. The good news is for the Packers, they're as healthy as they can be at this time of the year. Jordan Love hasn't seen the football field in 2.5 weeks. Josh Jacobs didn't play last week, and they're gearing up for their biggest game of the season. The Packers 1.5-point favorites. Packers-Bears tomorrow night.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Concerned about fraud? Tri-City's got your back. Use debit card alerts. Help stop a card hack. You'll get notified when your card's being used so you can prevent your account from abuse. Tri-City National Bank, member FDIC.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Free Pizza Friday. Free Pizza Friday. Free Pizza Friday here. Frozen Pizza Friday on Kyle Brust Nortman, of course, is courtesy of our friends at Palermo's. Caller number 15 will receive a free Palermo's prize pack to kick off their weekend. Love all the brands. My wife is getting the daughter, so I can go stop at the local grocer to pick up the Palermo Screamin' Sicilian pizzas. So kick off your weekend right now with us on Kyle, Brust Nortman by being caller 15 to win Frozen Pizza Friday. 800-990-3776. That's 800-990-3776 to be the winner of Free Pizza Friday. One more time for you. Hurry up because it's coming in fast already. 800-990-3776. Strofe will get caller 15. I forgot we're doing the Wheel of Strofe, so get to that quick. How are we going to do this, buddy?
We got a lot to do here. You got to take calls. You got to do Wheel of Strofe.
Yeah, putting them to work on a Friday, man.
Well, let's take...
Huh?
You going to get our boy on the line?
Oh, let's take Levi. Yeah, Levi. You've been on hold for a very long time, so let's get you on the line here.
What up, Levi?
Levi.
Let's see what the record holds. I have no idea. Strope accidentally hung up on me earlier, but that was an accident, but it's not his fault.
That's all right, Levi. What you got for us, man?
Well, I am kind of a little disappointed in you, Kyle. I still like you, bro, but especially with you and Cap. Well, you're still a cool guy. I'm just saying about you and Cap this week. I was very entertaining, though. Just want to say that, but
just so everybody knows, our director of content for Good Karma Brand said he was going to get Cap to jump into Lake Michigan or jump into Lake Winnebago, so we could go ahead and do this. And Cap has not responded. He does it all for show, show and pony, and he loses the contest every year.
Right. Okay. I just want to say something very quick because I know you got to get to the Wheel of Strofe, which is a great one, by the way, Strofe, about this rivalry. I know that both Packer and Bear fans don't like each other 2 days out of 365 days a year. But when it's the third time in the playoffs, this is the third time it's ever happened, that's when the rivalry gets really feisty. And I know why can't we can't be friends with Bear fans and they can't be friends with us when we play each other. So I still have respect for Bear fans, but I really still think the Packers are going to go down to Chicago and beat them by 2 scores. Bank it, even though I don't gamble, but put it in the bank.
Put it in the bank.
Put it in the bank.
Give me a belt to ass, Levi. Give me a belt to ass.
Say what?
Give me a belt to ass.
Oh, all right. Hey, Strobe, belt that ass, will you? Come on, man. Let's go.
Yeah, Levi.
Yeah.
Hit it, Strofe.
I don't know what you told. Strofe doesn't know what. I don't know what he's looking for. Something.
His own
What's going on? You're
on my damn computer. Hold on.
Usually quick.
It's time for the
Wheel of Strofe.
Another day, another buckaroonie on the Wheel of Strofe. I've got a wheel, which I have to grab. Please give me 1 second. I wasn't prepared for this. I was answering phone calls.
Congratulations to the Frozen Pizza Friday winner.
Jason in West Bend.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh, ho.
What was that?
Dude, just filling time while you grab the wheel.
Frozen Pizza Friday on the go. Here goes the wheel.
Good spin. Good clicking. The clicking thing is making a lot of noise.
Get down
Come on,
and
Bruce, some
give me
push-ups. Let's do
20.
I hate it here.
Brad, the mic is yours.
It's okay.
Wow, I have to do all. Are you guys all doing them? Do we all feel like all of our chests are so flabby that we need to do all push-ups together? Yeah, Javier. What did Javier? Think of Javier right now, Kyle. Javier from California called in and danced on Kyle Wallace's man boobies.
Picture, Javier.
And Kyle's trying to let him know.
Picture to your woman and tell her she wishes she could be with a real man like me.
Lucky I'm taking Javier. Your girl be all over this sexy chocolate.
Did all of his words go on the air, Brad? Could you hear it?
I think it did. From the background, but they made it.
I pumped him out, didn't I, Brad?
You pumped him out. You looked pretty good.
Yeah.
You looked pretty good, Kyle.
Yeah, she wish she could touch on all this chest.
Okay, we get it.
It was really hard to focus on push-ups after I heard Brad say the word man boobies.
Yes, what you said?
I said,
he called you out for having man boobies.
I said, to all of you guys, I said, what, we all need to do push-ups?
I don't have
we all
man
need to work on our
boobies.
man boobies?
I don't have man boobies.
Yeah,
you don't have muscle, you don't have a chest, you just have skin and bones.
I'm getting more muscle. I'm getting strong.
Was there something before A cup? That would be
training bra.
Training. That would be Strofe. He needs a training.
Sorry, Stro.
I think I'm going to boycott the rest of the season.
Wheel of Stro. Come on, man. Don't be such a wimp on a Friday.
Yeah, you guys are giving negative vibes ahead of Packers Bears. I'm
How
pretty
many
upset about
grown
it.
men have been told they need to train him, bro?
Well, I can name at least one.
I love Stro.
Wheel of Stro. Red. Yeah! Get down and give me another 20. No man boobs around here.
Yeah! No man boobs here. Kyle's going to be calling. It won't be long before Kyle's calling other shows, the Chicago shows, and saying, get your flabby chest out of here. Kyle, lock your arms out. There you go. Wow. I'll tell you what, this show's going to be ready for the Chicago Bears. I'll tell you that much.
About to ass on Saturday, baby.
Am I seeing a glimmer of sweat, Kyle?
Bro, I'm hiding it.
40 push-ups in a minute and a half is not easy.
Wheel.
Come on.
Of Wheel.
Do it again. I'm gonna do it for
Stro.
The three
Red.
Stro didn't do 20.
The wheel is just.
I threw the wheel.
The wheel always knows. Oh, it's close.
The wheel's a little broken. I threw it out of frustration.
Over push-ups.
Yeah, back to back.
Training
like that,
training
well.
bra push-ups.
I'm sweating. Oh,
Yeah. Heavy breathing.
My pits are in pool right now.
Get your breath.
I gotta breathe.
Get your breath. It's like the Packers in Denver. You gassed.
All right, rapid fire pick 'em the rest of Wildcard Weekend. We start Saturday afternoon. It is Brad's Carolina Panthers hosting the 5-seeded Los Angeles Rams. Rams favored by 10.5.
Are we straight up?
Yep.
Rams.
Panthers.
Ha.
Panthers.
Ha.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Sunday noon, Brad's Jags hosting the 6-seeded Buffalo Bills.
Jags.
I want to pick the Jags so bad.
I want to pick the Jags too, but I'm going with Superman. I'm going to pick Superman.
Yeah, I do think it's going to be a hell of a game, but as he says, Superman will find a way.
I am with Brad on the Jags. Also, I'm picking the Rams on the last one. Let's go to 3:30 on Sunday. It is Eagles hosting the Niners, 3-6 matchup. Eagles favored by 6 points.
Something's wrong with the Eagles. The 49ers are going to get them. 49ers.
I'm Team Brad.
Yeah,
I got the Niners.
I think the Eagles find a way. The 49ers defense isn't great. I know Fred Warner, I believe. Will he be back? I know they were talking about it.
To maybe
not this week.
I just think that the Eagles will be able to run the ball. They'll be able to throw the ball. They'll be able to do something. They'll find a way to win at home.
Yeah, I can't believe they're 4.5-point dogs, the Niners, but I still like the Niners.
Sunday night, 7 p.m. on NBC. It's the 2-seeded Patriots hosting the 2nd-seeded Chargers.
Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots. I think Patriots are going to go to the Super Bowl. They're so good.
Oh, wow.
I don't have them going that far. Too early, too young, but I do believe they will beat the Chargers on Monday night.
Sunday night.
Texans. Aaron Rodgers is going to have nightmares
Give me Aaron Rodgers. I got the Steelers. Steelers-Texans Monday night is the final game of the week.
That would be one of the greatest upsets in Aaron Rodgers for his playoff history.
Only a 3-point dog.
I don't care about what the point spread is. That defense is vicious.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, the reason I say that
Aaron Rodgers is bad, man.
But the Steelers aren't that great. Aaron Rodgers is an old man, too. So that's my whole thing. This isn't prime Aaron Rodgers. If he's able to...
We've always talked about if he's got time, but he can't move.
If he's able to somehow beat the number one defense in the NFL, bravo. I love Aaron Rodgers, but they ain't winning on the Monday night. When do they play? Monday night?
All right, put your name on it. 800-990-3776. Bears fans, Packer fans, sports fans, whoever you are, 800-990-3776. Put your name on the game. Give us your prediction. Tell us how it's going to happen. We let you know ours. We head into the weekend the right way. We finish off with put your name on the game. Not name the game, putting your name on the game. Next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a tool. My name is Ben Brust, and I'm a tool.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Nobody should be writing the season off. The idea of being one of the top teams without two of your best players is a big reach. But this is a season that you can find ways to do it.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
You think anybody ever feels sorry for the Green Bay Packers? They don't. And they shouldn't. And you shouldn't.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Craving that crispy, cheesy, thick Detroit-style pizza? Well, now you got it with Screamin' Sicilian. Screamin' Sicilian delivers the crunch, the gooey cheese pull, and that light, airy crust that you love, all baked in its own pan for those crave-worthy caramelized edges straight from your home oven. You got the cheese, the pepperoni, multi-meat, or supreme. It's like dining out, but without the hefty bill. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian, Detroit-style, thick, crispy, unapologetically screamin'.
At Alpha Custom Apparel, we create standout corporate apparel and promotional gear that makes a lasting impression. Whether it's polos for your next conference, branded jackets for your sales team, or eye-catching giveaways for a client event, we've got you covered. We offer a concierge-like experience for businesses who want more. More customization, more creativity, more impact. From concept to delivery, we help brands big and small show up looking their best with speed, style, and attention to detail. Create with us today at alphacustomapparel.com.
It's time for the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Matrix Basements.
Marquette picked up its first Big East win of the season, edging Xavier 66-65 at Fiserv Forum. The Golden Eagles led for more than 36 minutes, but had to hang on late, getting a huge offensive rebound and dunk from Ben Gold with 48 seconds left to secure the victory. Head coach Shaka Smart proud of his guys for finding a way to win.
Happy for our guys. You know, when you put so much work into a preparation and into a game, you want the guys to feel like their work is warranted, and you know they feel that right now with this win.
Sophomore Royce Parham led 4 MU players in double digits with 14 points and 8 rebounds. Marquette improves to 6-10 overall and is back at Fiserv Forum Saturday afternoon to host Villanova.
This has been the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Matrix Basements. Visit gomarquette.com/matrix to enter to win 4 tickets to National Marquette Day Saturday, February 7th when Marquette hosts Butler.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com. That's OAWSpineCenter.com.
Experience hot gaming action and a relaxing spa day. Your perfect winter getaway at the island. Book a stay and float package to get both a standard room and a rejuvenating 60-minute float pod therapy session for less than $100. Complement your stay with an elevated dining experience at Horizon Steakhouse and fun on the gaming floor where big wins wait for you. The Island Resort and Casino's stay and float package runs through February. Call 800-682-6040 to book yours today. Certain days and restrictions apply.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN.
Kyle Brust Nortman wrapping it up before the Homer Hour at 5 o'clock.
How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall.
Get your back up off the wall.
Tell me. Come on, baby.
You going to get that belt back out? It's the last segment.
I mean, I can take the belt off and let them know I expect the Green Bay Packers to put belt to ass this week simply because this offense is back being healthy. Matt LaFleur is going to be in his bag. We saw the formula the first time where the Packers were able to score fast, and the 49ers exposed more of that defense. Their offense is not as good as the Packers' offense. Our defense is better than their defense, and I think as a collective, the Packers put belt to ass on Saturday. I fully expect the Green Bay Packers to win this game.
all Bear fans have done, and Bears players even, with the cheese grater and the victory laps after the second game, all they've done is talk. Talk. Well, it's time for the talking to end. It's time for Jordan Love to be the one that ends that talk. I see this game being pretty close, but the Packers being the better team throughout, and Jordan Love. This is the most pressure-packed game of his career. Because even earlier in the playoffs, when he made playoff runs a couple of years ago, it felt like house money. It felt like it was too early. But now, the expectation is on the Packers and on Love to be the better team, to make the run. The time is now. I think Jordan Love shows up, arrives, game-winning drive for a game-winning field goal.
Your guy that you thought was going to have a big game is Keyshawn Nixon, and I think the Green Bay Packers need to have a huge game when it comes to stopping.
Somebody just catch the damn ball that's thrown to them.
Let's not drop
on the defense.
Our offense.
So again, with Keyshawn Nixon, Carrington Valentine, Trayvon Diggs, those corners need to step up in a big way because we ain't foolish now. The Bears have they have good wide receivers. They have 3 good receivers. They have 2 good tight ends. They have 2 good running backs. So they have an offense that has some potential. It's going to come down to the fact that can these corners make plays when it matters most? That's what we'll find out on Saturday night.
Yeah, and a lot of this play on defense, whether it be stopping the run, being physical in the cornerbacks, getting pressure on Caleb Williams, it comes down to heart, comes down to desire. There's a level of scheming you can do of loading the box, but you can't scheme being willing to lay the lumber. You can't scheme being able to hit and send a message early on. So to me, that's really what it comes down to. I have confidence that this offense will be in rhythm and do what they need to do. Can this defense show up? I think they're going to set the tone early by hitting and hitting hard. There are times where we saw them against Carolina and Baltimore where they looked soft. But most of the time, they play hard, physical, and they rise to that challenge. And I would be stunned if they don't do that on Saturday night.
Yeah, I think a big point of conversation that we didn't talk too much about, but I think Rob Domofsky and Jason Wilde really did a great job of putting out, Jordan Love saying the right things, but is he going to come out and is he going to be able to play without any rust? And so there's the element of Caleb Williams' first game as a starter in the NFL in the playoffs. And Jordan Love, with the experience, should help, but can he get in that rhythm early? Let's go to our guy, Bill in Delavan. 800-990-3776. You're on the Carpless Talking text line, Bill.
Hey, guys. Just letting you know I had my first follow-up today, and my cancer is undetectable.
Oh, let's go. Belt to ass to cancer. That's the energy we need, dude. I love that, baby. What a way to start 2026, man. Blessings.
Packers going to roll, Bill?
So we kick cancer's ass. The Packers are going to kick ass tomorrow night and make it a perfect weekend.
Yeah!
There we go. That's our guy, Bill.
Awesome.
Bill, we appreciate the update. Thank you so much for being open and sharing that with us.
Hopefully, right there.
Hopefully you're able to kick back, relax, and enjoy the weekend now that you have that behind you.
Yeah, I love that. One thing also.
You bet.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Good
work.
One thing also for me, because, again, I'm very confident going into this game. I understand it's going to be a battle. But when you hear your defensive coordinator walk out of a press conference say, I'll talk to you guys next week, boy, I'm telling you this right now. I feel like he's the type of coach that he can get his players hyped up and they go to battle for him. And I truly believe, as you were talking about, Brad, I really think the Packers set the tone in this game Saturday. I had a vibe when we watched that game, though the Bears really couldn't deliver. The Bears tried to set a tone against the Packers. They were trying to hit. They were trying to be aggressive because they understood what happened the first time. And they felt like they needed to do something different. I really feel like these Green Bay Packers defense is going to be flying around. Edgerrin Cooper, Quay Walker, guys are going to be popping past because they're going to want to be the tone setters in this game. So I'm telling you, it's going to be a black and blue division battle on Saturday, and I think the Packers will have the upper hand.
Well, something we haven't talked about is the chippiness that's been evident in both games, especially the second game. The Bears, I think, knowing that they are out.
Keyshawn Nixon can't get dog of the game if he has some stupid ass penalty.
Yeah, but they're going to try to bait him into it. That's what the Bears do. And then even when they had that back and forth, he was sort of the one that was the person who was the initial victim, and he just responded. So Packers need to keep their cool outside the whistles, but during the whistles, hammer the Bears. That nothing quite delivers a message like when you just hit and hit and hit and you do not stop. All the extra stuff after the whistle, that's what punks do. But real men hit between the white lines.
Brad knows all about being a real man as a punter.
No, that's right.
He made a tackle.
I'll punt that ball. I'll punt that ball.
And you made tackles and told somebody you're a female dog?
Yes, I did. I did say that to somebody. A punt returner for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I would love to see that, Brad.
I punted the ball. It was a great punt. And the guy made a couple of good moves, and he outflanked a couple of our guys. So, he was sort of semi-wrapped up, and I came in and gave him the kill shot, and I said, "That's right, female dog," in the pile.
Did anybody hear you?
Oh yeah.
What did they say?
Didn't J.J. Jansen say, yo.
He put his arms around me like I'm putting my arm around Homer. He said, "Brad, I love you. Never do that again." Wise words from J.J. Jansen.
Well, we have the Homer Hour that's coming up next year on 94.5 ESPN. You'll have Green Bay Game Day.
Come on, Packers.
4 o'clock with Alex Stro. Who's the whole crew?
It's myself and Super Bowl champion Brian Balaga, Wipeouts, and Sports Center's John Anderson, of course. Jason Willie, Rob Domofsky, Gabe Neitzel, all with you 4 until 7. And then we've got our ESPN Wisconsin watch party starting at 7 o'clock on YouTube.
Let's go. Then Green Bay Game Night with Homer and Tausch. Don't go anywhere. You got to stay right here. 94.5 ESPN, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, and the ESPN Wisconsin app. It's the Homer Hour in 2 minutes. We'll talk to you on Monday. Belt to ass!
Go Packers!
Well, we've got a crash